And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at it's Dan Who. I was about to say Dan Do then. Who's that guy? Dan Who. And you can follow me on Twitter as well at Dan Who Reviews. Hello, how you doing? Happy Thursday to everybody. Glad that you were here. Sorry that I'm late. This is my fault. Basically, I've been left on my own with this puppy and it's more distracting than I thought. God help us if we ever have kids. I'd probably never stream again. But yeah, anyway, I'm here. I apologise for my tardiness. It's not Brandon's fault. His hair's looking great. Let's bring him in. Obviously, people know the score. It's Hero.Collections. Okay, Brandon. Oh, where's your tag? 1 second, mate. 1 second. Let me put that right for you. There you go. No one knows who you are. Now they do. Now they do.
There we go. There we go.
How you doing, Brandon?
There he is. I'm good, bro. How are you doing?
Once I take a sip of this
Happy Thursday
and take a breath, I'll be all right. I'm basically on annual leave now from now until the 31st of August. So I'm in a...
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm in a great mood. Great mood.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
And next week...
Time off well deserved.
And next week should be a good week, Brandon. Should be a good week.
It should be. It should be. I have no idea why it could be, but every week that you say is going to be a good week, I'm sure will be a great week.
Yeah, it should be an interesting week. That's all I'm gonna say, people.
Yeah. There's a fan. They just announced there's a Fan Fest Friday
on the Thursday.
I'm assuming that's what you're. Yeah, on the Thursday. That's what I mean. Yeah, I assume that's what you're referring to.
Of course it is. What else could I be referring to? Let me.
I'm trying to.
Basically, I'm on Marvelous News. Like JC, I know JC's got to pay his bills, but I get attacked by ads every time. I'm like fighting off ads when I go on Marvelous News. I'm like, I just want a bit of Marvel news, and I'm like, fucking ads everywhere. JC, come on now, mate. How can I can't even. There's definitely a Fan First Friday, Fan First Thursday, which is great news for us, by the way. And also subscribe to BritBox, created by the BBC. Oh, it's gone now, thank God. Yeah, JC, as I said, I like you, mate, but come on now.
All those ads.
I'm trying to promote Marvelous News over here. Literally, I can't show anything. Just ads everywhere. CJ, become a channel member, showing some love. I think that's just renewing, but thank you very much. But yeah, lucky for us, the Fan First is on a Thursday, which is perfect for us because when that happens, we are very timely for all the Marvel Legends news. And I've just realised you're called Rich M again. My bad. Let me
yeah, I just noticed that.
There's only one super producer, but there's also only one.
There is.
Brandon, aka Hero.Collections. Okay, anyway, let me ignore these ads. We'll roll back around to the Fan First. Let's acknowledge the people that have very kindly been here. As I said, I apologise. The lateness is my fault, but it's Thursday. You know we were going to get here eventually. So yeah, hello. How are we doing? I'll get into some housekeeping in a minute. I do have the chat up. Do you want me to go through, Brandon, or you got it? You good?
Yes, let's go. Let's have a look. I have it here somewhere.
Let me just scroll up. I'll start at the top. Right, so Ox Meat Pete said hello, friends. He started us off, and then Mark Quack is around. Figure Collective, Rectangular says, will there be on time today? No, we won't, Rectangular. That your spoiler alert, even though that was like 20 minutes ago. Jay's Collection, he basically, Jay's just tagged me in a post of him dusting his shelves, and I'm like with another one bites the dust playing over it. Yeah, I'm thinking, I should actually do it. Maybe one day I'll film a video of taking these figures off the shelf and see what actually happens. But I promise you, they're all right, people. I promise you. Jamie's around. Jimmy Boy. CJ, of course, become a channel member. Matt W. Jason Lopez. The retweeting king. He says, Dan Who Thursday crew assemble. Home Dude. Tony Collector. Super producer Rich M is, of course, here. We couldn't do it without him. Damien is around. Rush is around. Rush has just sent me a very interesting picture. And Rush, I do apologise if you've replied back to me. But he may have just sent me a picture of Donatello in Walmart because him and Andy Davis may make my dreams come true. And I'll talk about that in a minute. I'll talk about... Andy Davis has already got... I've literally got a pile of loot, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pile of loot at Andy Davis's house right now. I'll talk about it in a minute. Shout out Mario, Marvel Collector UK, Omega Weapon, Graffiti Toy... Cheeky Monkeys joining us as well with Jay. Do you watch together or are you in separate rooms ignoring each other? Or do you watch together? I'm very curious to know. But hello, how you doing? Markishi, Cameron Wright, Rectangular still about, Fabulous Disaster. Oh, there you go. There's Andy Davis saying howdy y'all. And Andre, your boy's got toys. George W. if you are about, let us know. Hero of Collectors is here, and I've got an interesting package from him. I'll get into that when we talk about some new toys.
Really?
Yeah, you'll like it as well. I've got it. I'll send it to you after I've showed it off today, essentially. The Wolfpack toy review, Omar V, Ethan, Lego and Figure Reviews. That's a new name. Pogo, Richard Moore, Robot Downey Jr. And nearly every time I see that, I say, I want to say Robert Downey Jr.
I know.
But it's Robot. It's the
Could you
robot.
imagine?
It's the robot of Robert Downey Jr. Guns N' Roses 63. I think that's everyone for now. So Dog Woof, let's go. Woof, let's go.
Woof woof. I love that someone's username is dog. Speaking of which, where is the dog gone?
The picture is actually a little dog. Maybe the dog's got an iPad or something.
Could you imagine?
Marvel Legends
just a dog sitting there
with his own little collection shelf. Big fan of all
Could
the
you
dog
imagine?
characters.
Yeah.
Who we got? We got Miss Lion. We got Dogpool. See, we got a couple.
There's a couple there, that's for sure. There is a couple there.
Cheeky Monkey saying we watched together. You guys have become our date night. Jay is cooking in a minute. Well, we appreciate that. What a crazy way to spend a date night. But we appreciate you all the same. That's pretty cool. Antonio's about. He says, "What's up, everybody?" Okay, let's swing back around to what we were talking about
Yes,
earlier.
let's do it.
So Marvel today announced there is another, which is going to be the fourth one in a matter of maybe four or 5 weeks, which is crazy. A Fan First Thursday next Thursday. So predict the stream theme for next Thursday. Because it's going to be Fan First reveals and whatever they discuss. Today, however, is Retro Avengers. Now, this list Rich M has had in his back pocket for weeks.
For ages.
For weeks.
So long.
And originally on this list were characters like Tigra, aka the famous Tigray. When I think of Tigra now, I just say Tigray instantly. I can't help myself. Hercules.
There's no other way of saying it.
Yeah,
Don't let anyone tell you any different.
Both of these characters were on this list originally, but we just hadn't got round to doing it yet. So Rich has had to adapt it. If you make sure you follow Rich on Instagram at Displayed Once, because he posts up like a question. He says, you give me suggestions, and then the most popular suggestions actually turn in to the wish list that we're going to talk about today. So make sure you get involved. Want to be a part of these wish lists, then you need to be following Displayed Once on Instagram. So he's done exactly that. We've got a list of 15 characters that we think would look great on the Avengers retro card. And we're talking about the grey with the yellow on it, just like Tigra and Hercules. Like, are they just single figures, or is that going to turn into 6 figures in a wave? We don't know. Maybe some of these figures we talk about today may end up being in that potential wave. And I say potential wave because we don't know if it is or not. It could just be 2 random figures. But as I said, we're very happy about it over here. We love a bit of Tigra, T-Grey. So yeah, next Thursday we'll talk about the reveals. This week is Avengers Retro. So you know the score. Give us about 40 minutes and we'll start getting into the wish list. Before then, we'll just skim through some toy news. This week is a Legends and Liquor week, but I'll talk about that in housekeeping. So we'll skim through some toy news. I've actually got some new toys to show off. Brandon's not at his house, so I doubt you have anything to show off, right, Brandon?
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
So yeah, just a disclaimer for everybody. I'm currently dog sitting for my sister, so I'm at my sister's house. This is her lovely kitchen. The dog, for some reason, is currently sat outside in the rain. I don't know why. Maybe he's hot. He just needs to cool down. Who knows? But fun fact. So when I came here earlier on this week, my aim was that I would actually get back to taking some ACBA after work in the weekdays. So I brought the best part of maybe 50, 60 figures.
I've seen
that
the box.
I was gonna take.
Yeah, I seen you took a box.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen you took a box.
Yeah. So I was gonna, but I didn't get around to taking any pictures. But the point is that I actually have a lot of new stuff around me. So we got Maestro.
Very nice. Do you know what? I forgot that I've filmed a review for that, and I've not even put it up on the channel. I've got a review for that
really?
though. Yeah, I need to.
Yes, you do. Yes.
Upload some stuff. I filmed it. Is it even edited? I just haven't uploaded it yet.
He wasn't peg leg though. That Thor.
Oh yeah, poor peg leg.
That was the first thing. That was the first thing I checked.
Oh yeah, I haven't really spoke to Rich about his peg leg 4. Oh, they look beautiful, by the way. They look.
Yeah.
Beautiful. How many are you going to go for with that?
Oh, in case anybody is watching.
Oh yeah, 2's enough. 2's plenty. No, 2's plenty.
Yeah, 2 times 5. 2 times 5 by Christmas is my plan.
No, they look great, by the way, though. They look great.
and then we got these guys.
Cool, and that's a perfect segue to talk about some toy news in a little bit. But let me just go through some housekeeping, and then I've got.
Just give me 2 seconds. I put us on in the TV in the other room because that's where I thought the dog was going to be.
Oh, of course, the dog wanted to watch. Of course, he did.
But then he went outside, so I'm going to go and just turn it off.
Not a problem. Well, I'm going to just do some housekeeping spiel. So all good, my friend. And let's start off by talking about the other producer of the show, but she's not as good as Rich, I'll tell you that much. It's Friday, of course. Friday on a Thursday. I know if you're new around here, it's very confusing, but Friday is essentially a robot who will read out your super chat. So if you want to be a part of today's stream or contribute to the channel, then do so by getting Friday involved. Anything over £4 or $4, Friday will literally read it out. So a robot will read out your super chat. Be a part of the stream, forever to live on YouTube, and interrupt the conversation. Be a part of the conversation. Friday is the way to do it. If you really want to help support the channel, best way to do that is the join button. Now, what is great about my join button is that it's like a super chat once a month, essentially. But if you are a channel member, then you become a part of this channel. Like, I don't know how else I can explain it to you. It is as simple as that. My channel members at the Members Club tier literally are on the channel with me once a fortnight, talking toys. They're characters now that you know from watching the channel. Like, be a part of it and support the channel. Like, anyone who supports me, I want to support them back, get them involved in the content, and that's what that join button is all about. So if you've never done it before, give it a go. Like, give it a go, and if it's not for you, not a problem. But don't be scared. Check it out. Much appreciated. And of course, you get other little bonuses. I have been doing videos. There are recap and review videos for my channel members right now on the channel. So I've literally done a recap of the Disney Plus wave. I rank them. Did the same with the Villains wave. So if you want to know my rankings for the Villains wave, become a channel member. There's a whole video with me talking for ages on it, if you like that type of thing. And then, of course, these emojis as well. So if you're a channel member, don't be scared to use the emojis. They're always fun. Definitely get my attention. And then I already mentioned it, but this week is all about the channel members, where I do Legends and Liquor. And if you've watched my Hasbro review this week, Dan Yun was talking about the Duck Race. So they've been watching Legends and Liquor, people, so you know the score. Channel members at the Members Club tier can literally be on the stream with me, talk toys. And this week should be fun because there's a lot of toy news to talk about. So yeah, become a channel member. Come and join me on Legends and Liquor. Talk some toys. A lot of fun, people. And then one last plug, and hopefully Brandon's back. We can talk t-shirts. The merchandise link should be on the screen, but as I said, you want to support the channel a different way? A t-shirt, the t-shirts cost the same amount as a Marvel Legend. The money doesn't go to me, people. It's just a way of supporting the channel and repping the brand. But there you go. That is all my housekeeping out the way, and I have lots of stuff to talk about. So I'll wait for Brandon to come back, and I'll just start getting into some stuff that Brandon won't care about. Okay? So this isn't Marvel related. I'm just going to talk about some stuff that I've got. So anyone who's an AEW fan, I've managed to get myself, this is my first ever chase, by the way. I just wanted a chase so I could say I had one. They've not hit the UK yet. I think this is the first one to hit the UK. This is the Cody Rhodes, I believe this is Series 4 chase. So this is 1 of 1,000, okay? So this is minty fresh. I'm going to have to get a protector's case for it. I guarantee you Brandon does not have a clue who Cody Rhodes is. But I'm very happy to have this chase. 1 of 1,000. Yeah, beautiful. So far, I've got Series 1 to 5. I don't know how far I'm going to go because Series 6 gets into a lot of repaints. But if you're a fan of wrestling, then this Friday should be interesting in Chicago. If you know, you know. There's Brandon. Let's just ask Brandon before I move on. Brandon, just out of curiosity, do you have any idea who Cody Rhodes is or the value of this figure?
Yes, of course I know who Cody Rhodes is. Everybody knows who Cody Rhodes is. He's an American professional wrestler. He signed to All Elite Wrestling. You know, he serves as an executive vice president for AEW.
These are some very formal facts that you've got in your head right there.
He was even born on June 30th, 1985. Wow, you must know.
Do you know what? I apologise. You know more than me. Bloody hell. Brandon sending him presents and everything on his birthday.
Yes. I'm just to apologize quick. So I had to take some family calls. I had to book a flight for my brother, but it's all done now. So we're good.
No stress, my friend. If you need to disappear, no problem. Just let us know.
No.
I thought while you weren't here, I'll talk about some stuff that you didn't care about. So I snuck in.
That was a great.
That's a chase figure, by the way. That's a chase figure.
Is it really? How much is it worth?
So they go for hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of dollars. Literally,
Really?
Google it. I didn't pay hundreds of dollars, but Google it. I don't think that's the most valuable one, but it's still a pretty good chase. It's only going to go up in value, surely. And then I've also got Turtles Rocksteady. So this is the Super 7 Rocksteady. So now I've got
there you go.
I've got Bebop, Rocksteady, and Shredder. So I think I'm going to stop there with the villains and then just get the 4 Turtles. I'm going to try and be strong-willed, but I'm on a turtle hype at the minute.
Yeah,
so yeah,
good luck with that.
Yeah, so I've got him. Also, Hasbro exclusive. He sent me the brand new exclusive Sue Storm on the retro card. Have you seen it, Brandon? It's beautiful. This is the new one, right, on Hasbro Pulse. I found it on eBay for like a
yeah,
tenner.
it is. You did. I had to slow myself down to catch up with the joke then. But yes, you did.
What joke?
Yeah, that's the real deal.
I'm not joking. This is the new exclusive, right? They've released an Invisible Sue Storm. This is an Invisible Sue Storm on the beautiful retro card.
Dan, I don't know, but I think whoever was selling to you on eBay, they punked you, bro. There's no
Cameron
figure in
Wright
that
donated
packaging.
Okay. Cameron Wright with a super
$4.99.
chat. Let's see what Cameron's saying.
Speaking of AEW, can I send you a DM real quick, Dan? I picked up something you might like.
Of course you can, Cameron. Of course you can. He says, speaking of AEW, can I send you a DM real quick, Dan? I picked up something you might like. Intriguing, Cameron. Of course you can DM me. Do it on Instagram. That's where I can have a look. So you're telling me this isn't the new exclusive, Brandon? I'm very confused.
No, I'm saying that whoever was selling to you on eBay punked you, bro. Look, there's no figure in that packaging.
You know what? You're not wrong. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe my eyes have gone blurry.
It must be.
It's completely empty. You're not wrong. This is completely empty.
I can't see anything.
I'm getting a refund. This is ridiculous. Don't use eBay, people. Things go terribly wrong. Okay. I'll tell you what does make me...
Dan, what's your favorite Disney film?
Yeah, I know. That's how bad it can go. I tried, people. I tried to be clever, and it was just a massive, massive fail. I blame Ryan Ting. Ryan, if you're watching, that's on you, my friend. That would have been great. All you had to do was mention... all you had to do is name any Disney film. Hundreds of Disney films. Mention any of them, Brian. Mention any of them. And I would have just rolled off the tongue. I would have got a... Never mind. Tell you what does make me happy, though, Brandon.
Yes, go for it.
Happy.
Oh yeah, mine's at home.
Happy.
I just was like, wait, how? And then I realized, yeah, no, in demand delivered today, didn't it?
And then today, and then the Mark the 21, the Midas armor, the gold armor, and I'm not complaining that I have to get. I know Tanner got a split or whatever, but sorry Tanner, but I needed that gold armor. So yeah, there you go.
I think as well, because if the Midas armor was on that Mark II War Machine body, you know, the one we got Hot Rod on.
Yeah.
Then I would have been I would have been inclined to get the split. But I think because it's on that Mark 7 body, it was well worth it.
Yeah. No.
Damien says Black Cauldron. Since you asked, Brandon.
Oh, okay. Favorite. Disney
Wait, that's a good point by Damien. Let's see everybody's favorite Disney films in the chat while we're.
Yeah. If I had asked you that question, if I had asked you guys, what's your favorite Disney movie? Don't think too much about it. Just, what's your favourite Disney movie? Just a very simple question. Ryan Ting, bloody hell. Good job, I like the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, staying on the turtle hype, and I'll explain the Andy Davis and Rush situation and Hero of Collection. So basically, I don't know if anyone's a fan. So I've always wanted the retro turtles, like the original ones, but the 1988 one, the year I was born, by the way, great year. They're too crazy money at the minute. So I went and got the reissued boxes. So this is a box of 6 figures, all reissued. Like the best turtle there, Donatello. Now, I've been asking on Instagram and stuff for people to help me out with Donatello. Now, don't look at this and think I've already got him. No. The Walmart version has the much more similar to the original release. This is just, these I might even open. I want the Walmart version to keep mint, right? Basically, Brandon, Walmart have got these re-released, but with a different card back that looks more similar.
Really?
Yeah, and the card back for the Walmart version looks more similar to the original turtle releases, right? So I'm thinking if I get both set of turtles, and I can open these ones and then display the card back ones. So so I'm on a turtle hype in a minute, but I didn't just get the good guys. I also got the bad guys, and what's cool, it's in this box that's like the actual vehicle from Turtles.
Yeah.
So this is beautiful, by the way. Beautiful.
That is so nice.
And
oh wait. When did he ship that to you?
No, they haven't shipped. This isn't from Andy or anyone yet.
Oh, this is from.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm up to speed now.
This is from Heroes_Super_Toys. I'm going to post on Instagram about it. As I said, great little independent store. These guys have been to my house and seen my collection. Do you know what I mean? Like, Brandon's not even been to my house and seen my collection. But yeah, Heroes_Super_Toys. They got a few in. They got a few import in, and I inboxed them straight away. Like, right, I'm buying these right now, and they came this week. So I will post on Instagram about it. Not easy to get in the UK, by the way. You can't get these on In Demand, Comic and Cocktails, Power Toys, Toys-R-Us. None of these places do this. So as I said, people, I only direct you to good stores. So yeah, Hero_Super Toys. As I said, you've heard me talk about them before. Great people. But as I said, Andy Davis found the turtle van. So like the turtle wagon, found the van, which again is really hard to find. And he found Raphael, Michelangelo, and Leonardo. So he got all of them for me. He sent me pictures, and I was like, right, yes, please, yes, please. He sent his missus to go and get them for me. Like, his missus was out shopping. And apparently, Andy Davis just told his missus they're for Dan Who. And they were like, not a problem, we're getting them. So I put a post out on Twitter and Instagram going, look, Donnie's missing. Donnie's the only one I don't have now. Andy's got the others for me. I just need Donnie. And then, thankfully, a couple of people have hit me up. I think Rush, just before I went live, Rush messaged me. And I haven't even replied to his message. Yeah, so Rush sent me a picture, he had one. And then also, Hero of Collection sent me a package, right? So I got this, don't want to show any addresses. So before I open it, little letter. So this is from...
who sent you something?
So this is Hero of Collectors. He's in the chat.
Oh, okay.
I think he's in the chat. Yeah. He posted us on Twitter a little minifig version of us. And that's exactly what he sent. So... he's actually sent the little minifig. So there's our little... let me take it out. I'll send you this, by the way, straight after. I thought I'd show it on the stream and then I'll send it you. So yeah, this is Hero of Collectors. So he posts a lot about Lego, but he's a fan of like 6-inch and all that. So here we have Brandon. There we have Brandon. Without...
how good is that?
And then you've actually got the helmet though. I think you put on the head. So I haven't done it right, but there you go. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so
that is amazing.
So you've actually got your geezer with the little helmet, and there's also like a little pack of accessories. And I'll read the letter. I'll read the letter because the accessories are like very meaningful as well. So he says, "Dear Dan and Brandon, congratulations on the 52 weeks of streams, and as a special gift, here are your very own copies of the custom figures I made of both of you." And then he goes on to explain that they're basically a kit bash. They're a Lego kit bash, so they're not painted or anything like that. They're basically legit, genuine Lego pieces kit bashed. He's also included a stand. He's even included a jumper so you can pose them in like a jumping position. And then he's included the personalised accessory breakdown. So he says, Dan, included is a blue blank figure statue to represent Hellfire Hank, a bow staff because you love Donatello, and the helmet of Lego's unofficial Power Ranger figures because I love Power Rangers as well. He says, Brandon includes a green blank statue to represent Frogman, a camera for all of his amazing ABA photos, and a clone helmet to finish his armour. So literally, I'll take it out. I'll show you real quick. And again, this is like, when people go above and beyond like this, you have to show them some love. So look, so there's 100%. So there's Brandon with his little camera taking some ACBA.
That's so good. Oh man.
So I will post about it on Instagram after. I'll post it in my stories and obviously say a special thank you. But there you go, Brandon, taking some shots of yourself over there.
That is.
So yeah, please.
There's gonna be some real like inception. I'm gonna be taking a picture of me taking a picture.
So yeah, please do show some love to Hero_of_collectors. Very close to Brandon's name, but it's Hero. I'll write it in the chat. I'll write it in the chat before we move on because as I said, it's worthy of showing some love. And
huge thank you to Hero_of_collectors. Yeah. Did I get it right?
Yeah, he's in the chat. There you go. He says he's still here. So thank you very much, Hero of Collectors. Basically, Hero of Collectors with underscores. I'll put it in the chat now. I will post it on Instagram and stuff as well. But
yeah, because that is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be able to take pictures of that. And that's gonna work really well with a certain T-Gray mini mate too.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Hell yeah.
So oh, there you go. Rich M has posted the link for me anyway, so I'm gonna pin that to the top for a little bit. So show some love. As I said, when people show some love to me, I want to show it back in any way I can. Me and Brandon are very grateful. Very nice gesture. These are very cool. You can't see, but on my computer screens, on my monitor, are just Lego minifigures. It's mainly Simpsons, but now I can have Dan Who up there as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, massive shout out. And thank you, Rich, for posting it. That's why Rich is the super producer.
Yes.
Rich and Phil are usually on that, so I appreciate that. But yeah, go and show some love, people. Everyone follow each other. As I said, it's one big community. It's Twitter, Instagram ain't a numbers game, people. I don't care if I've got 10 people following me. As long as they're all engaging and all on the same page, then happy days. But yeah, thank you very much. Cool. Okay. So earlier on, Brandon, you showed off you got Wave 9 of the Power Rangers, right? Is it Wave 9?
Yes, Wave 9. So I've got all of them other than the Tenga Warrior.
Do you want the Tenga Warrior?
Yeah, I think I'll end up getting a couple of them. Same as the putties, because it's not like they're not the army builder I would use the most. Like I'm only going to use Ranger army builders with Rangers, obviously. So I think I'll probably get 2 or 3. Enough just to like fill out a picture, for when I would use them. How about you?
Yeah, so I've got that. I think I've got the black the black in space, the green SPD because I've went into the SPD now, and then I've got 3 Tenga Warriors as well, I believe.
Yeah.
So I haven't been hit with any of my pre-order invoices yet, but I imagine these are due in stock in places tomorrow, right? So I might get hit with some invoices tonight. But yeah, this wave, by the way, is months, delayed by months. You guys in the US have had these maybe April or March. We're now September, nearly in September, and they've only just started to show up on our shores. Again, shipping delays everywhere, people.
And the funny thing is, I remember, shout out to the Wolfpack Tour review, I remember Miguel saying to me, must have been March, April time, he was like, oh, I just found that wave in Walmart, and he was like, do you want me to pick them up and send them over to you? And I was like, no, like, I appreciate it, but, they're due in, like, any day now, any week now. And it's, like, 4 months later. So silly.
Rich M says, safe search on when you're searching for Tengas. If you know why, you know why.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I recommend that.
For the record, I did not know why until
you Googled it with safe search off, and then you spent some money on some more pre-orders.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, the reason I wanted to mention the Power Rangers again is to segue perfectly, just to recap some of this news, and then we'll get into our Avengers retro wrist list. I was busy, so I didn't even notice these or pay much attention to these. But now we can talk about them a little bit. So it is these Power Ranger, like Ninjetti, the Ninja Power Rangers.
Yeah, so they look really good.
So I haven't really spoke to anyone about these yet. Like, what's your opinion on these? You happy with these? Let me just click on Adam over here and skim through these. So these come with 3 heads.
Yeah.
And yeah,
and they're pinless too.
And like, I know a lot of people are saying, does this mean they've got license to the movie and stuff like that? Now, I took some pictures off Instagram earlier. Just to show you,
they're expensive though. These $29.99, man.
Everything's going up, mate. Everything's going up. So I don't know how well.
But I suppose at the same time, it's pinless. There's three heads in there. You've got 2 sets of hands. So it's not like they don't give you value for money. To be fair to them.
Okay, so I
think they look epic.
Just to show you, right, the looks. I've got it here on my phone. So these were actually in the series. So after the movie, the series continued in its own sort of continuity, and these exact looks are actually in the TV show. So these are not movie figures. These are actually just Mighty Morphin season figures. Look, there you go. Exact same look. It didn't last long. But these figures, these looks are in the TV show. I should have pulled up those pictures to show you properly, but so yeah, these are TV figures.
Just in case it looks weird, the reason why I'm looking up is I have the stream playing
on the TV.
Big TV. Yeah. So I'm looking at your pictures up there as opposed to down here.
I actually, I think I'm going to be all in. I know the price, everything's creeping up in price. It's just the way the world is going, and like we could have a whole stream talking about price increases and stuff. But as I said, I don't.
Yeah.
That's a debate. I don't want to get into that type of debate today. Like, if of course we'd wish everything would be cheaper, but it's just not the way the world is in a minute. So if you don't want it, don't buy it. But I'm going to be a sucker and buy all of these. But are you in for these then?
Well, that's exactly it. Like, I think that if it was $29.99 and it was the same body that we've got for every single other Power Ranger with the same accessories and that kind of thing, then I'd be mad. But these are brand new figures, brand new sculpt. Yes, okay, they're going to be reusing it for the other Rangers, but I mean, what would you expect? It's pinless. You get a lot of value for money here. I haven't pre-ordered these yet, but I am all in. I think my approach with Lightning Collection from now on is that, because they're not like, it's not like Legends or Black Series where I'm like, my fan favorites I need like as soon as I can get them. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think with these, I'm going to just be like very relaxed about them. The things that are likely to sell out, I'll order on Pulse just so that I've got the backup if I need it. But I'm definitely all in for these. And I think as and when they show up in the UK is when I'll pick them up.
So what are we saying? Just real quick, 'cause as I said, we've got nearly 90 people here. I'm assuming not everybody that's watching are Power Rangers fan. Cap Lives definitely is. I'm curious. Oh, there you go. I'm really excited for these Jetty suits as Cap Lives.
He said as well that Wave 9 is really solid. Also, when we asked about favorite Disney films, he said that The Lion King is his favorite Disney film.
Do you know, just say out loud that The Sword and the Stone may not actually be my favorite Disney film, but I was
What is your favorite Disney film?
For now,
don't think about it. No. Put too much thought into it.
For now, it is The Sword and the Stone. Until we get a certain reveal with UK flag graving, I've got to stick to my guns and be like, that is. But what I couldn't remember the sword, Brandon. That's my problem. All I wanted to know was what was that sword called that was pulled out of the stone. I just couldn't remember.
I'm trying to think, because I know that there's the different stories of a rock and a stone.
I just thought those guys would be able to help me. That is all. I just thought these three gentlemen must know this answer to this question. But they just didn't know. They just didn't know, which is fair. I don't know.
That was a great interview, though.
Thank you very much.
I'm not saying this just because you're my partner in crime, but in my personal opinion, it was my favorite of all of them, because it's entertaining. You keep a good vibe. You have you get information from them without hounding them like, what are we gonna get?
Yeah, like I understand from their perspective that they just want to talk about they're marketers. They want to talk about the toys and the exciting things that they're making. Like, yes, obviously at points you've got questions fair questions to ask about whatever. But these guys ain't in charge of the logistics of distribution and all of that nonsense. These guys just make the toys. Do you know what I mean? Like, so let's just talk about the positive elements of Marvel Legends. And like, when you only get 20 minutes to talk to these guys, the actual people involved in the making of the toys that we collect, I don't want to sit there and just be negative. Let's just talk about the fun stuff. Do you know, like, and I get some people like, you need to ask the hard-hitting questions. Like, but come on now. I've got 20 minutes. I'm not going to sit there and be miserable and boring. I just want them to enjoy themselves. Just think they're sat there doing, like, I wasn't the only interview. There's like 8 interviews out there. Like, I don't want them to just think, oh no, another interview. I want them to think, do you know what, Dan's all right. He's all right. He's trying to have some fun. And as I said, I tried. And selfishly, I'm just always trying to get that next reveal.
Yes, exactly.
So hopefully one day I'll get it.
But just on that topic, because I think there was a good few points there, like the hints at 20th Marvel Legends anniversary. Ryan was like, we love our anniversary, and most importantly, because Dwight was like, oh yeah, let me just show. I know he was joking, but is there something to show? Of
course there is.
Have something to show.
We're getting a reissued Wave 1. That's where we're getting Toad is next year. They're going to wait for the 20th year anniversary before they give us a new Toad. That's exactly what they're doing.
And I also think that's why we haven't seen a reuse of the 80th Cap.
Because he's in Wave 1, isn't he?
He's Wave 1. He's not with the chainmail armor, but like, still, I thought maybe that could be why.
That 80th Cap can be reissued in like lighter, brighter colours, couldn't it? Rather than
unless we get it sooner, like, I don't know, but I thought that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
but I would haven't reissue Wave 1 single carded Hulk. Mwah.
I was annoyed with myself because Ryan caught me off guard and asked me the debut of Spider-Man in the comics, and it's like,
question.
Yeah.
What year did Spider-Man debut in the comics?
Well, now I know it. Do you want me to say, or are we asking the chat?
Yeah. No, I'm asking you.
Oh, 1962.
Yeah, there we go.
Now I'm not gonna ever forget. But like at that
Yeah.
moment, I was like, shit. I was like, it's early 60s, and then 1964 just came to my head.
Yeah, as I watched it, I said 61. So we were both in that.
Yeah, and as I said, Rectangular's in the chat now. So I've seen people on Reddit and people in Facebook groups bitching, saying, I don't like Dan, but I watched his interview, blah, blah, blah. I wish that he paid more attention, because obviously when I talked about the Riders Wave, Ryan pulled off the Hawkeye off the shelf. But Dwight was talking. So like I'm being polite and listening intently to what Dwight is saying. Do you know what I mean? And like what I see on the screen isn't necessarily what is shown on YouTube. Like I'm in a Zoom call. Like you've seen how the Zoom calls are. Everyone else posted the Zoom call video. I edited mine a little bit. So what you see on the screen isn't necessarily what I screen. I seen a much smaller image of Ryan than what you've seen. So I didn't actually notice Ryan pulling it off the shelf. Like I really didn't. Otherwise, of course, I would have called him out. So I do feel a little bit bad that I didn't see him pull it off the shelf. But anyone who follows Rectangular knows he literally said we're going to get a Hawkeye's like Sky Rider, Sky Cycle for Hawkeye, and then it's just never been released. But Ryan Ting always keeps that Hawkeye on the shelf just to like wind. I swear he does it just to wind Todd up, and I think he's not released. I reckon they've got like warehouses of those figures ready to go, but they're like, no, just to spite Rectangular, we're not releasing this figure. Like so, just to spite Todd, they're like, no, we're not releasing the Hawkeye Sky Cycle. But yeah, as I said, very well spotted by people watching the stream. But yeah, Ryan did pull the Hawkeye figure off the shelf, and that he had it in his hand when I asked him about the Disney question. That's why I didn't. As I said, I was a bit flustered. I was like, come on, just give me a Disney film. But anyway, it was a fun interview. Go and check it out on the channel. As I said, Ryan, Dwight, and Dan, always fun to have on. Always a pleasure. Always a privilege as well. And yeah, good times all around. I'll just jump into the chat real quick. So my my Spider-Man debuted in 2011. So is the 2011 debut my shout out Figure Collective with a super chat real quick.
Figure_collective donated $4.50. If ML keeps Marvel Zombies going, are you all in?
If Marvel Legends keeps Marvel Zombies going, am I all in? It's going to be hard not to. It's going to be hard not to. If we can have a little display of zombies in the corner, it's going to be hard not to. I've yet to pre-order the What If wave. Not that I don't want it. I'm just like, I'm not rushing to pre-order stuff at the minute because the UK distribution is so poor. We don't know when it's coming and where it's going. And very rarely are things out of stock everywhere. Do you know? So I'm just going to hold my horses and sort of see what happens with the What If wave. But I'm definitely all in. The first 2 episodes, by the way, have been great. Really enjoying what I'm seeing with that. And maybe after a few more after a few more episodes, I think we will do a What If themed. I think Richie's already got it in his back pocket anyway, like a whole What If themed stream. So yeah, give it a few more episodes. Let's get halfway through the season, and then we can do a What If stream on the thing. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Caplib says 2022 is full of anniversaries. Marvel Legends, the Avengers film, which was 2012, Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2002, and The Amazing Spider-Man 1, also in 2012. So yeah. I really am hoping that next year we see Raimi Spider-Man and Garfield Spider-Man. For sure. And it'd be interesting to see what they do with the 2012 Avengers anniversary.
If anything, we don't know. We don't
you know what I would love to see? But that Amazon exclusive style box set of the original 6.
That'd be great. I'd love that.
With a reissue, with an updated reissue of Fury, Coulson, and Maria Hill.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm not the type of person to moan about a reissue of a figure I've already got. Give me some upgrades. That Nick Fury is a main character. He needs an upgrade.
He really needs an upgrade.
He's in the new Captain Marvel, so I hope we get a new upgrade. It's getting to the stage though where
he's leading Secret Invasion as well.
There you go. So it's going to be a matter of time, surely.
Yeah, I reckon it is next year.
But anyway, thank you very much, Figure Collectors, for the super chat. Much appreciated. And yeah, Marvel Zombies is definitely something that I'm curious about. And Jay just said that he got his shipping notice from NECA for the April. I just checked my email, Jay, and I do not have it. I do not have it yet. I'm just going to check my Instagram because Cameron wanted to send me something. Oh, wow, okay. So Cameron Wright sent me a picture of, again, Brandon is not going to care, but CM Punk Elite signed. And again, if you're an AEW fan, then I think you should watch Rampage tomorrow night, because something interesting may happen that may shake the foundations of the wrestling world. Don't have to show on stream, but let's just say I paid way more than $100. Yeah, Cameron. Yeah, that's gonna go up in value if Friday happens the way I think it's gonna happen. So yeah, fair play, Cameron. That's a nice piece. Very nice. Okay. I will talk about this in more depth on Legends of Liquor. Obviously, today we've got a theme, but I can't not talk about it on the main show. Brandon, please forgive me. I'm sure you will. This isn't even officially revealed. It's a leak, but Super 7 don't want nothing to do with me, so it's all good. Simpsons Ultimates. Now look, right? This ain't me jumping on a hype train. Since day one of streaming here, what's always been on my top shelf? Simpsons. I've got, and trust me, in my Cave of Wonders upstairs, I've got a lot, and I mean a lot of the Playmates figures. I've got both of the Lego sets as well for the Simpsons. Again, in front of me are all the Lego Simpsons, all the Playmates. I've even got the Futurama stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm a big Futurama and Simpsons fan. And like for years, I'd wish the Playmates would come back or some sort of collecting for Simpsons. Yeah. Now, Super 7, and now again, Bobby Baller, I know Bobby's not watching, but like, please forgive me, Infinity Equation crew, because I know they call it subpar 7 and they hate it, but come on, right? These are just, for me, I don't need a crazy articulated Poochie. Do you know what I mean? Just give me a fun looking Poochie that is accurate to what I see on the screen to display on my shelf. And these characters, we never got the robot Itchy and Scratchy from the Scratchy Land, Itchy and Scratchy Land episode. Mo is what genuinely my favourite Simpsons character, Mo Sislak, and he's in wave 1 of this Super 7. The Homer, Deep Space Homer episode is a classic. I, for one, welcome, my new insect overlords. Honestly, treat yourself. I know people say that people were in their head, because The Simpsons has obviously dipped in the quality a little bit these days. People in their head just assume that Simpsons is shit, and it always has been. No, it hasn't. The first 10 seasons of The Simpsons are like some of the best TV ever. My favorite. If I lived on a desert island, right, and they said you can only ever watch one TV show for the rest of existence, it would be The Simpsons. There's over like 600 episodes. I could watch a different episode every day. I'd never get bored. Classics you could watch over and over again. Anyway, if you can't tell, people, I'm diving in head first in this line. I don't care if the articulation is crap. I don't care if the elbows ain't double jointed. It's just about what they represent for me. And what's fun is that none of these figures were released in play. Well, that's not true. The Deep Space Homer and Mo Sislak were obviously released in the Playmates, but we never got a Poochie, and we never got those versions of Itchy and Scratchy. So if they keep going down this line of Simpsons Ultimates with character designs or characters we haven't had, and for me, I don't mind them doing quirky stuff. This could be a little side collection away from my Playmates. And if they announce that these are sort of in scale with the Playmates figures as well, I think they're going to be bigger, though. I do think for Ultimates, they're going to have to be bigger. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm curious. Definitely getting wave 1. So yeah, I look forward to getting these in 2024. That's how Super 7 work, right? Like these go for
are they like Mayfix in that way?
Yeah, maybe. But again, this pre-order's not even went live. These ain't even officially announced yet. Cloud Foxwell was tagging me on Twitter. I was literally in bed, and Cloud Foxwell is tagging me in this. And I'm on Insta. Then I stayed up on Twitter just posting Simpson quotes. Like follow me on Twitter. I'm a fun follower. I'm not really, but I was last night. If you like Simpsons. So real quick, just to gauge the interest of the people that watch my live streams, hit and miss on
put a poll up.
Okay, good idea. You really think I'd care if you like something that I don't like? Ha ha ha, Laser Pants. No, Laser Pants, as I said, I know Super 7 is a touchy subject with the Infinity Equation, and I'm just saying it's not about Super 7 for me. It's about the figures. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let me put a poll up, like Brandon says.
The other thing is that this is like this is like your equivalent.
Like, honestly, I know I talk about Marvel all the time, and I know I talk about Turtles all the time. Yeah, they're up there. But if there's a podium of what I love, I do think Simpsons supersedes like Power Rangers. I really do. I do think in my top 5 it would be like Marvel, Turtles, Simpsons, Power Rangers, and then like maybe like Pokemon or something like that. That may be my top 5, maybe. I know that's another conversation as it is. While I type this, have you got a top 5? Ultimates.
I have a top 5. What were your top 5 again? You said Simpsons, Pokemon.
Yeah, no particular order. Pokemon, Simpsons, Power Rangers, Marvel, and Turtles.
So I think mine would be Marvel, Star Wars, Pokemon, Power Rangers, Dragon Ball.
Interesting.
Marvel, Star Wars, Pokemon. Marvel, Star Wars, Pokemon, Dragon Ball. Marvel, Star Wars, Pokemon, Dragon Ball, Power Rangers. Yeah, I'd say that with Lord of the Rings on top.
All right. I've made a poll. I'm asking you guys. It is now the ball is in your court. Again, this is just for this. I don't even care if it's like 100% say miss. I'm intrigued by these. I'm looking forward to hearing more about the potential of this. And yeah, let's see what happens. As I said, very, very curious. I'm assuming you're not really a Simpsons fan at all, right?
I haven't seen all 10 seasons like you mentioned, but I do love The Simpsons. Like, I've seen The Simpsons movie. I have watched episodes of The Simpsons over the years.
Yeah, Simpsons is older than you. Do you know? Of course you're aware of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've definitely watched it, and I have definitely enjoyed it. Not to the point where I would get like all of these, but if there was like I'm trying to think of a company that would do it, but say you had like a line of £20, $20 Simpsons, then I would get like the core crew for sure.
Yeah.
And I put them on that shelf where you've got like
the miscellaneous.
Lord of the Rings, miscellaneous. Yeah.
I
got Lord of the Rings, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, all that.
I do love a little miscellaneous shelf. I'm not going to
Apes.
lie, it's pretty fun at the minute. I've even added Rich's mini mates up there at the minute. So literally, I've got Gwen and Laura up there as well.
Really?
Okay, I'm just looking at the poll real quick. So about 27 votes so far, and 74% say hit on the Simpsons Ultimates, 26 say miss, which is fine. As I said, I'm just genuinely curious. Even if it's 50-50, I'd say that's fair. But yeah, this is going to be niche. And again, the fact that it's Super 7 may put people off, but I'm just excited that someone's continuing. Have you even seen? I haven't got no pictures up, by the way. Oh, sorry. Go on, Karen.
I was going to say this is the equivalent to my Avatar: The Last Airbender from McFarlane.
Okay, of course, yeah. So something that I can't really share your excitement with, but you're happy that someone's took it on.
Yes, because for me it's like McFarlane are not the best company. They're not going to do justice to those characters, but they are bringing out something, even with subpar articulation, that I will just, because of my love for that IP, I will get it.
Yeah, no, as I said, I'm in, even if this doesn't scale, I don't think they'll scale with my Playmates, but just as a separate little collection of Ultimate Simpsons figures, yeah, I'm all in. And by the way, the Easter eggs, the accessories on these figures are such nice little Easter eggs to the episodes they're in as well. Like the Scratchy, the figure has a bought license plate. Do you know what I mean? Like a bought license plate. We need more bought license plates in the gift shop. Do you know, like, come on now. Come on, man. Bought? Are you speaking to me? No, that's my son's name. Come on now. So good. And there's a flaming Mo. Mo's got a flaming Mo. You must know the song. Let's all go to flaming Mo.
Yes.
So good.
I don't know the words, but
I was
familiar.
posting pictures of me and Mo's tavern on Twitter last night. As you can tell, I couldn't phone. Super 7. I'm reading Laser Pants. I'm curious. Laser Pants said Super 7 doesn't put me off. The price and value of their toys does. And do you know what? I can't even argue. I'm not arguing. Not that arguing is aggressive. I don't mean to say I'm arguing. I can't debate what you're saying. Yeah, I can't even, I don't disagree. I do not disagree. As I said, forget it's Super 7. I'm just happy to see new Simpsons figures. And I continue to say that we're in the golden age. And this is an example for me that I'm like, this has to be the golden age. Even Toy Shiz posted a picture from Mattel where he hasn't revealed anything yet, but it's a Street Sharks logo. And we were debating, me, Toy Bro, and I can't remember, someone else was debating, JC I think it was saying, oh, it must be like shoes or something, like shoe collaboration, like they did with Jurassic Park. But then Toy Shiz posted a picture of the box. It says figure plus 2 accessories included, and it's posted saying, no, it's a figure. You're going to be very happy. So, like Street Sharks are going to like be back on Matty Creator, and like that Matty Creator experience buying those Jurassic Park exclusive was so easy, by the way. So if that's going to be another avenue to pick up things, like I was saying, I'm going to need another job, like I need to start applying for jobs on the weekend. Like I have no time. I'm gonna have to cancel these streams or something like, it's crazy.
Start delivering pizzas.
Capliv says, you're better than me, Brandon. I'm passing on the McFarlane Avatar figures.
Who said that? Capliv?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Cameron Wright says, don't watch Simpsons enough, but if they do Family Guy, I'm all over that. Yeah, I never got into Family Guy. I'm not gonna lie to you people. Like, I do like the crossover episode. Just for stupid reasons, because Dewey or whatever it's Stewie calls a poo, something like that. It's so stupid. Anyway, they're not even allowed to have a poo in The Simpsons anymore because of 2021. It's crazy. Okay, on the poll, it's 68 to 32. 37 votes. I'm going to end it now. Again, I was just quickly curious. Let's get into our main topic today. Unless you have any toy news to quickly skim by. Legends and Liquor, I will go more into this. Hopefully someone of the channel members can come and join me and share my enthusiasm for The Simpsons on Sunday. So if you want to talk about some Simpsons with me and many other things, then become a channel member. Come and join Legends and Liquor this week. Anything this week caught your eye, Brandon, before we get into our main topic?
I'm trying to think other than what we've talked about. The Ninjetti was probably the big thing. More delays in the UK. Delays, Black Series Rex is appearing in Canada, but he's delayed here. I just want that helmet and the cloak that he comes with. Imperial Crosshair delayed in the UK. I think other than that, I'm trying to think. Did anything else go up for pre-order this week? Oh, Dragon Ball SH Figure Arts Kefla. They just revealed that.
Yeah, I
can't. That looks
so good. Okay, I tried. So I could pretend and still be enthusiastic, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, that Eternals trailer.
Oh, okay. So do you reckon that the Legends reveals this Thursday could be the Eternal figures that they may or may not have? Yeah, we can hear.
Wait, I can hear you. Go ahead.
This Marvel Legends Fan First Thursday next week. Do you reckon that could potentially be the Eternals figures that we haven't seen yet? Even though like Rich and Nathan and Phil Jones, they literally own them already. They already have characters from the Eternals on their show.
I don't know, because it's weird, because it's like Shang-Chi then premieres like a week later. Do you know what I mean? So does it? Will it be? I mean, I hope so. Because that's probably going to be my biggest spend of the year, if I'm honest. Because it's the whole wave.
8 figures in a wave.
Is it 8 figures in a wave?
It may be 7. It may be 7. So I'm thinking 8 because you get the builder figure to make 8 characters.
So
sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. 7 figures plus the builder figure, a deluxe figure plus 2 other exclusives, figures.
Yeah.
From what the rumors are, you know.
Yeah, we haven't seen any leaked pictures or any eBay listings.
No, nothing at all. Definitely not. Which makes sense though, because that adds up to like the core cast. That's where I'm guessing from, not from any leaks or anything. So, but that trailer, man,
it looks good.
So good.
We've been saying this for a while though, haven't we? People are not excited about the Eternals because they don't get it yet, whatever. People are going to change their mind. As soon as that film comes out, they're going to be like, oh, the Eternals. Of course I'm a fan.
And not even as soon as the film comes out, right? As soon as that trailer came out today, I was like, there is nobody that can tell me this does not look absolutely spectacular. Yeah. Like the visuals, the cast, Oh man, I'm really excited.
And
And Shang-Chi premiered this week, and the reviews for that.
exactly where I was going, exactly the same mindset. I was about to say, sticking with the MCU, Shang-Chi, the reviews have been stellar. Like, people are like, it's the MCU at its best. Again, do not doubt it. Obviously, we're in this weird pandemic era, so like nothing's hitting. But let's not forget the MCU, what the MCU can do. And like, if it's safe and you can, go out to the cinema and see this thing. Like, if there's midnight showings for Shang-Chi, I will go and do it. I haven't done a midnight showing in nearly 2 plus years because of it.
Is there a midnight showing?
No, I'm saying I don't know. I'm saying if there is,
okay.
I would go.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I'm with you. Because I think I booked for it comes out on the Friday, so I booked the Friday night.
What's the date? The Friday, the 3rd.
Friday the 3rd, yeah.
Yeah. I'll go the Friday. I'll go the Friday.
So I'm gonna go the Friday, see it like in 2D, and then I'm gonna go back the Sunday and see it in IMAX.
Just real quick, going to the comments. Super Sorrel's in the building. He says, I think he says, "Boo, not Simpsons. Give us South Park." Okay. Don't boo the Simpsons, Super Sorrel, but I'll give you South Park, right? I'll give you the South Park. I would take. Give me all elements of the South Park as well. I'm a sucker. Anything that I love, I want it represented in plastic. Again, we've got nearly 100 people here that all agree and have that same mindset. That's why we're all broke. This is why we all eat noodles for dinner. I didn't even have noodles for dinner. I had no dinner today. That's how poor I am. Because I spend all my money on figures.
And Jamie says, no way I'm passing on those Avatar figures.
Delicious air burger. Delicious air burger. That's literally what I'm going to be eating for the rest of the year. Do you want to try some of my air burger, bro? Cheeky Monkey says Dan's passion for The Simpsons is like my passion for Toy Story. Yeah, Toy Story's amazing. I love the Toy Story as well. I love the Toy Story as well. I've nearly brought the Reveltech Buzz and Woody just because I want them in my miscellaneous shelf. And yeah, like I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. Cameron Wright says, "Are you ready for AEW in Chicago tomorrow, Dan?" I've been hinting at that since I started the stream, Cameron. Yes, I may stay up and watch it even though it's at like 3 a.m. on Friday, but we shall see. Let's hope what we think happens. Rich M says he definitely didn't buy his Eternals figure from Mexico with the weird eye faces. Dan, who reviews same thing happened to Guardians of the Galaxy as soon as it came out, people's favourite. Yeah, I agree, Super Soul, and that's exactly what I think as well. People are not really interested because they don't know what it is yet, but it's the MCU. Trust in our Lord and Saviour, Kevin Feige.
And Cap Liv said as well, major Black Series drought, I need new Black Series figures. And I couldn't agree more. When was the last time that we had a Black Series stream? It feels like forever and a day ago. We need that Bad Batch Echo.
Don't you already have him?
No, we have ARC Trooper Echo. We need Bad Batch Echo.
Of course.
Bad Batch Echo.
Of course.
Even though he got like 2 lines in the finale, but still.
Your boy's got a toy says Dan's having a deep breath for dinner. The Wolfpack toy reviews is saying boo earns. I use boo earns on a daily basis. If I don't like something that Amanda's doing, I'll just sit there and go boo earns, boo earns. She knows what I'm on about because I'm a freak. But yeah, are you saying boo or boo earns? Like I was saying boo earns. Come on now, Mole Man. Jay says he would love a Fat Homer in a dress. Yes, I would take Fat Homer in his Simpson dress with his little flat cap and his poking stick and that little bird that rocks. They're the type of accessories you'd need with Fat Homer. Okay, let's get into the topic. We've hit an hour, so let's get into our main topic. So as always, super producer Rich comes at it. He hits the Instagram, he asks you guys, and then he uses his magic and he puts this together. So today I'm not using my normal images. I'm just going to use the web to try and avoid crashing. But we'll still get to show off Richie's images. So let's get straight into it. So we're talking about retro Avengers. So again, we've had already revealed this year to come out. We've got Tigray, aka Tigra, and then we also have Hercules, both released separately, single packed. Or are they? Is it part of a wave? We don't know. Let's speculate right now and talk about some other Marvel Legend figures we would like to see on that grey retro packaging from the Avengers. So some of these characters you may not think of, they're not Avengers. Well, we're going to tell you they are. And Rich is literally give us the debuts and everything. So let's get into it, all right? Let's start off with number 1. A character you may all know is, of course, Yellow Jacket. Now, this isn't Darren, whatever his name is, from Ant-Man. This is like Hank Pym Yellow Jacket when he went a little bit crazy. So we have had this in Legends form before as well, I believe, from the Hasbro era, in the Blob Build-A-Figure wave. Blob 2007. I don't think it holds up this day and age though. And like I do think Yellow Jacket is one of those characters that I'd definitely pick up from my comic shelf. And like Rich's notes, he says Hank Pym's fourth alter ego, because of course you got Ant-Man, Giant Man, Goliath, and then Yellow Jacket. So yeah, as I've already said, like it's Hank Pym gone a little bit crazy. Obviously, people at first don't know it's Hank Pym because obviously they're like, who's Yellow Jacket? But Wasp knows. Wasp knows what's going on. She's like, hang on now. Janet's like, come on now. Hank, what you playing at, mate? Come on. You've got a bit mad. Sort yourself out. And he eventually does. And then other people have took on the mantle of Yellow Jacket after that, I believe. Darren Cross, isn't it? They just came back to me. Just came to me.
Yeah.
Just hit me in the face. Darren Cross is he is in Ant-Man. And his helmet was seen in Loki. Did you see that? Did you not see that Easter egg?
Yes.
He's in the multiverse. He went to the void, it seems. So when he got zapped through in Ant-Man 1, it seems like he went to the void. But his helmet was massive. So did he try and take on Leviathan? Did he escape Leviathan?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Who knows?
What's going on? Maybe we shall see Yellow Jacket
I think as
reappear.
well, the original Yellow Jacket from Hasbro had a gold variant, I think, or was it the 3¾ version had a gold variant? I can't remember.
I'm
pretty sure there's like a metallic gold variant. Someone in the comments helped me out with that one.
Yeah, back in the days where Legends did variants on purpose. This day, it's just the day of the running change when they're fixing stuff. But yeah, Yellow Jacket. So as we go through these, you know the score. As I said, we're going to run through these for the next hour. So hit and miss as we go through these, and I'll grab a few as we go through each one. So of course, Rich M says hit. CJ's with the hits. He says the old Legends is terrible. It needs an update. Robot Downey Jr. says hit. Damien says hit. Tony Collector says hit. The Irrelevant Hulk says hit. Capliv says his hoping living laser is on the list. We shall find out. Wallace Vegas says hit. The Wolfpack says hit. You need to update Vision. You need an updated version of that figure, sorry. Zach Jack Dan says hit. Pogo says Yellow Jacket is a hit. Should get an alternative score head packed in as well. That's true. There was a little imposter as Yellow Jacket. Catliv says hit. Johan says hit. This is going to be amazing in my display. Even I already have the first version. Javi Man says hit. Damien says the MCU Yellow Jacket design was cool. Hope he returns. Yeah, I'd take Darren Cross coming back. As I said, it is called Quantum Mania, so I assume some crazy shit's going to happen. Jay's Toys Collection says hit, and Jerry says hit as well. So does Matt. Okay, beautiful. Next one. And I hope you can all see the image okay, people. I am using literally the web to show these images rather than thingy. But next up, Swordsman. Now, if you would put a gun to my head and said, is Swordsman an Avenger? I would have been like, do you know what? It would have been 50-50 because I wouldn't have said yes straight away. But can you tell us anything about Swordman?
Yes, so he originally debuted as a villain in Avengers 19, which was August 1965. But he eventually redeemed himself, became a hero a pretty long while after, almost 100 issues later in Avengers 112. He was supposed to be a rival to Hawkeye, but he basically was an Olympic level master swordsman. He was,
Probably like a fencer.
Yeah. And he, as a young man, he mentored Clint Barton with bladed weapons, but he basically ended up becoming a rival, and then a villain, and then redeemed himself. But he actually joined the Avengers and fell in love with Mantis. Made the ultimate sacrifice for Mantis, and but died from an energy blast from Kang.
I know that guy.
Never had a Marvel Legend.
Never had. See, these are the type of characters I love. Where at first, if you're not a fan of the comics, you may think, "Who's this guy?" But it's a figure that even CJ in the chat says was in both of the Avengers cartoons. Overdue. Tony Collector says maybe hit. Damien says hit. Shout out the new subscriber, much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. Jason says hit, especially when he's rumored to be in the Hawkeye show. Interesting. Maybe he's teaching some Hawkeye how to use those Ronin swords. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So yeah, Swordsman, again, I love adding characters to the shelf that I don't already have. So for a character like Swordsman, who doesn't have a Marvel Legend, I'm like, yes, please, all day long. And I'll take the classic look character design. I'll take the retro card. Yeah, I'd like this. Would you add him to your collection, or is he too much of a deep cut for your shelves?
I would probably get him based on what CJ said. I get a lot of the villains, like I get a lot of the D-list villains that showed up in Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes and Avengers Assemble.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you know, it just you can never be short of villains, you know. So I'll probably do that. Depends what look that they give him, you know, if it's like super classic and awkward, or if it's like a bit mixed and modern.
Marcus Shee says, I believe he came back in some recent crossover event. Jamie says hit. Rush McGowan says hit. Marcus Shee says Empire. Is that Empire? And Wallace says hit as well. So yeah, he made the ultimate sacrifice because he fell in love with this lady. And I see what Rich is doing here. He put these together for a reason.
He did.
It is, of course. And see, Rich knows what he's doing. That is why he is the super producer. But of course, this is Mantis. And I'll read what Rich put. So while the green skin Mantis is probably the best look that we know of, no comic book Mantis has ever had a figure. So of course we've got the Marvel Legends MCU. She was a builder figure. She's quite sought after. She's not easy to get, but we haven't had a comic-based Mantis for our shelf. Her classic look from the Celestial Madonna saga would look great on the retro card. Debuting in Avengers 112, Mantis is a master martial artist with telepathy and plant manipulation powers, and as a Celestial Madonna was once considered the most important person in the universe. Mantis, most important person in the universe. But yeah, she was an Avenger. So a character you may, in this day and age, pop culture may have make you think Mantis is a Guardians of the Galaxy. But if you go way back, she was actually an Avenger at one point as well. So way before she was in the Guardians, way before James Gunn added her to the crew. She was in the comics. She was in the Avengers. Mantis, always curious. Would you add this one to the shelf?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
This would look this would look great on a retro card as well, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Especially that green. The green on the grey, definitely.
Yeah, it would pop. Okay, so people are saying yes for Mantis straight away. Yes, Mantis, says Johan. Zach Jack Dan says Mantis is so needed. CJ's like hit. Irrelevant Hulk, major hit. Jason Lopez hit. Damien, free retro wishlist. Jack of Hearts, Graviton, and A-Bomb. Maybe they'll be on our list. Damien, maybe. Johan's hit. Robot Downey Jr. hit. Carl, Mr. Reviews. Wow, I've got major hots for that Mantis now. Celestial Madonna hit. Definite hit, says Matt W. One Division. It's hit. Love Mantis so much. Marcus Shee, I just hope she's not on the Kate Bishop body. That's no good for martial arts poses. This is a wish list, Marcus Shee. So let's pretend she's on the nicely new, pinless, articulated female body. Do you know, like it's our wish list. We can think whatever we want. Darth Primus is hit. Tony Collector hit. Of course, Rich says hit. Radium's hit. All of these are hit, says Kev Collectibles. And Rush is like, I want her modern Guardians of the Galaxy look hit. And Cap Lib says miss on this one, but Wolfpack says, I'll take it. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Now, this one may be less of a hit, but we'll find out when I press the button, is, of course, Stingray. Again, another character. If you put a gun to my head and said, Dan, is Stingray an Avenger? Like, I wouldn't have known. Like, what? Was he? Yeah, can you tell us anything about Walter?
So, yeah, Walter. So, Walter first appeared in Tales to Astonish, 95, in 1967.
Wow,
so, he's an old character for sure.
Back.
And he basically took over the identity of Stingray in Submariner 19 in 1969. He's an Avenger of the Sea. He became an associate member of the Avengers in Avengers 262, a full member in issue 319. In more recent years, though, he served as a member of Deadpool's Mercenaries for Money, Bucks for Money.
Yeah, that's how I know him. And he wasn't dressed like that. He had literally had a Deadpool outfit on. I can't remember which colour he was, but he was one of those rainbow Deadpool colours.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd actually prefer.
And he was a double agent. They never had a legend.
I'd actually like this character as because they did in 3 3/4. They did the rainbow Deadpool figures in 3 3/4. I would have loved to have had that in 6-inch form, but with interchangeable heads to make them like the characters they were. Like that Mad Hatter character, we got the hat and the head packed in with a Deadpool figure, but I never got that purple Deadpool. Do you know that purple, that Marvel Ultimates exclusive purple Deadpool? Like, I should have got one of them while they were on like AliExpress and eBay, because I could have put that, use that body on the overhead. But anyway, Stingray.
Very true. Very true.
Stingray is a character, again, a deep cut. He was an Avenger. We had more hits than I assumed for Stingray.
Loads.
Lots of hits for Stingray. Amanda's jumped in the chat. She said, Teddy is lonely. Poor Teddy's downstairs. Basically, Brandon, I've set up a camera, like a CCTV. We've called it Teddy Cam. So Amanda can literally just, while she's away, log in and see what Teddy's doing. And he's always just sat by the door waiting for someone to come back. So I may go and get him for the last 10 minutes of the stream, show how fluffy he is.
Yes, do it.
But,
do it.
But back to Stingray. Eric Streams hit. Mark Tac hit. Rich M's hit. One Division. I need much Mantis. Of course, Stingray. One of the classics is Carl. Their collectibles hit. Damien hit. I love Stingray, says collectibles. Jamie says hit. Why not? I love Jamie. Jamie's like, even if I don't know this character, he looks great. Hit. That's the attitude I wish everyone had, Jamie. I appreciate that. Mark Tac says Stingray. Stand by for action. That's the other Stingray, right? There was that weird cartoon called Stingray. Tony Collector, yeah, please hit. Hit to the Javi Man. That Jack Dan says, yeah, so probably not a fan. Just saw a custom of him on IG, says your boy's got toys. Pogo says, deep cuts, love Stingray, hit. Jerry says, I'm assuming you guys are stacking the classic costume variants of the figs we really want at the end. Maybe. Or maybe we've just gone deep cut figures all day long. We'll find out. Rush McGowan says Stingray hit. Marcus G, Stingray, yes. For the Morks for money, yes. And CJ with a lot of hits. Okay, let's move on. We had a few misses. One Division's gone miss. Marcus Yee, Orange, I believe. Oh, okay, talking about the classics.
Fun fact, just quickly. Kevin Feige has just said in an interview that
he's going to appear on a stream. Oh, my bad.
No, the Dominic Thorne's Riri Williams will debut first in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, ahead of her own solo Disney Plus outing as Ironheart. He says, we're shooting Black Panther: Wakanda Forever right now, and the character of Riri Williams you will meet in Black Panther 2 first. She's just started shooting this week before her Ironheart series.
That's clever. They know what they're doing. It makes sense as well.
Because she
great figure as well.
Amazing figure. Yeah, you could have had though.
That's why I'm not rushing to pre-order. Anymore.
What was I going to say? Because they were shooting on a college campus this week. So for Wakanda Forever. Yeah. So a lot of people were suspecting that Riri Williams would show up there, and there you go.
What do you think? At the end of Black Panther, they're setting up like scholarships and stuff like that in the projects and stuff. So I can imagine that Riri's got involved with some sort of Wakandan scholarship, and then they've clocked and going, hang on, you're cleverer than Siri over here. Not Siri, Shuri. There's definitely a way that she can tie in. It's not how she debuted in the comics. In the comics, she was like working on her own at school and whatever. But this is a clever way to get her into the MCU, because she's still recent in the comics. She debuted in like 2016. So she's a very recent character. Just want to say, Rush says, Dan Who, the Marvel Universe Deadpool is the character Terra Inc., not Madcap. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. But in my head, I would take that Madcap head on that purple body anyway, just because I've got no body for that Madcap. So you're completely right, but I'd still use that for the time being anyway. But yeah, okay, Stingray. Next up, this one should be popular because it was someone.
Hell yeah!
It was someone that I mentioned.
You did
in the live stream, just basically because Lockjaw was in front of me. So it was like when they were like, "You got any suggestions?" I was like, Lockjaw, Crystal. Even though I love the Marvel team, but would they get as good as the Mafex, not Mafex, Mezco Lockjaw?
Mezco.
The ball's in your court.
Yeah, no.
Dwight, is the challenge
it
accepted?
would mean I would get a Lockjaw finally.
Look, you've got Black Bolt, and a lot of people told me I had the bad part of the deal, so I think you're all right.
Very true. I was very lucky. Yeah.
So yeah, Crystal, of course, Inhuman. You're thinking she was an Avenger, she's an Inhuman. No, she was an Avenger. So she's of course an Inhuman princess. Crystal is long overdue a legend figure, debuting in Fantastic Four 45 in 1965. Crystal joined the Avengers in 343 in 1992. While the yellow costume is probably her most recognised look, the 90s it was her white and black costume with the Avengers jacket that became the iconic look for the character. So of course, I always say I want my mind's eye version of the character. So when I say Crystal, I think of yellow with the hair, with the darker hair at the end, lockjaw companion. Mm-hmm. That's how I think of Crystal. So if I was going to pick one Crystal figure, I would personally rather it be the Inhumans look. However, this is a very nice look. And again, if you're a big Avengers guy, you'll probably prefer this look. As one of the key members of the Avengers during the period, Crystal separated from her husband, Quicksilver, and brought up her daughter, Crystal, in the Avengers mansion. During this period, she was involved in several stories, notably the love triangle with Black Knight and Cersei. She also, which are obviously two characters that are appearing in the Eternals, she also wore this costume on one of the fighting games appearances, Avengers in Galactic Storm. No version as Crystal has ever had a Legends figure. No Crystal figure ever. I would have swear that like Toy Biz or someone did a Crystal.
Yeah,
never been a Crystal figure.
I would have thought maybe in 3/3, but yeah, no.
So we've had Black Bolt, Medusa, no Crystal.
No.
Sad times.
That's crazy.
Sad times. So yeah, this is a hit from me. But if I really got to pick, I would say her yellow costume. Just selfishly, would you prefer her yellow, or do you like her Avengers look?
No, I would go yellow because you want to fit her. I would rather fit her in with the Inhumans than the Avengers.
Yeah. Again, just our preference. But again, let's see what people are saying for this in the chat. Hit Rogue Boggy, Rogue Body, says Matt. Yeah, that could work. Marcus G said, oh, this is sweet outfit. Who is that Crystal from the Inhumans? Hit anyway, says Kev. Yes, as we explained, that is the Inhumans Crystal, but in her Avengers outfit from the 90s. CJ says, make Lockjaw and her the next rider. That's exactly what I told the Legends team. Exactly what I told them. Eric Stream says hit. Tony Collector says hit. Jason says Crystal is both an Avenger and was a member of the Fantastic Four, I believe. Wonderman says Carl Mr. Reviews. Maybe he'll be on the list. Hit. Javi Man says hit to her in her Avengers. One Division says Lizzie Hart's, by the way. I changed her username. Yeah, I noticed that you left a comment earlier, Lizzie, but when I'm reading the chat real as quick as I can, I pick out usernames. But yes, Lizzie Hart's, the previous Lizzie Hart, the former Lizzie Hart's is now One Division in our chat. Okay. So if you see One Division, it's Lizzie Hart. It's Lizzie Hart. We appreciate you, Lizzie. Thank you very much. Jerry says hit was that Lockjaw in the San Diego Comic-Con's vault, just not in the proper scale. That is true. He was with the Collector from that 3 3/4 inch. Do you guys want a wider release of that Lockjaw? No, I want a 6-inch version of Lockjaw in Legends form. Even though, as I said, I've already got this guy. This is the Mezco Lockjaw, which is beautiful. And as I said, I love Dwight Stool. I love the Legends team, but Dwight, this is the bar, my friend. This is the bar. All right, raise it. Okay, beautiful. Let's move on to the next one. And Brandon, I don't even think you need Rich's notes to talk about this guy.
Oh no, this is where it's at. So we got modern Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, in last year's Joe Fixit Build-A-Figure wave. But Rich is absolutely right. This classic look would just pop on the retro card. It would look so good. Sam Wilson joined the Avengers in 1979, issue 184, and yeah, red spandex, that plunging V-line. Anthony Mackie would love it. Cut the check. We need it.
He's just cut. Marvel have just cut a check for him.
Yes,
he's just signed up for Captain America 4, which is beautiful. Very happy for him to continue that franchise.
Yes, absolutely. But this is. I mean, part of me is like, I wouldn't even display this because I don't have like I have a modern Avengers display, not a classic Avengers display. But if we started to get more Avengers like this, I would start setting up a wall behind me like
Classic
you do
looks.
with your Spidey retros. Yeah, I definitely would do it.
Yeah.
Classic Avengers, my favorite Avengers. Yeah, 100%.
I'm just looking at my shelf
100%.
behind me because I've got like the 80th anniversary Thor, Cap, Iron Man, War Machine. I've got the Raph Spidey there. I've got Hawkeye, Black Widow, and then I've obviously got the modern Falcon. But if this guy came out on the retro card, sign me up for 2 because I'd need the modern, the classic Falcon look to go right there. I'd even put like Red Wing on like a bit of string or something and get it dangling just on the shelf. Just blue tack some string and get it dangling. And then I'd move the Falcon, the modern Falcon somewhere else. But this is a must at some point. And the Hasbro team though, Hasbro team, just think they're marketers. They want to. It's a business. The toy business people. They always give you the less desirable version of a character first, so that way when the actual version of the character comes out you want, they've got your money twice. It's how it works. It's how business 101. But I'm a sucker. I fall face first into it. But Falcon, and I'm sure I don't even need to read the comments. But it's going to be a hit on this one. So straight away, all the hits, no introduction needed. Deepest V Sam says Rich M. Javi Man Classic Falcon. CJ with the claps. Lizzie Hearts, aka One Division, says V Man I miss him like that. Ian's I think Legends could beat the Mezco. Again, Dwight Stall, the ball's in your court, my friend. Let's see a lockjaw. Tony Collector hit, absolutely hit, says Cameron Wright. Your boy's got toys. Busty Falcon hit, 100% hit, says Wallace. Damien hit, CJ hit, Pogo hit. J Toy Collection UK would like the debut green outfit as well. Now that's a deep cut. You want to talk about his deep cut V? A deep cut is the debut green outfit from that Captain America comic when he was on an island helping him or something like that. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Reynard. Again, I can't. If I read your name wrong, I apologise. Hit yes to 80s Avengers. Marcus Shee says cut the check. Kev's Collecting says miss, 100% miss. What's going on, Kev? That's fine. It's fine.
Who said that?
Kev's Collectible says miss, 100% miss.
No way.
He may just prefer the classic look. He may the modern look, for example. It's fine. He's to their own. Richard Moore says yes. Give me the Falcon cleavage. Jerry says hit me in the Falcon punch. Avans is not related, but apparently Toys R Us are making a comeback in the States. Just announced. Haven't they announced Toys R Us are coming back about 8 times since Toys R Us died? We believe it when we see it. I hope it's true. I'd love it to come back, but I believe it when I see it.
Apparently they're just online with Macy's. But they did that. They did something similar. They were doing like a pop-up in.
It's just a brand name, isn't it? All it is that brand name can be brought out by another company, and they just sell the toys that they were distributing with the brand name of Toys R Us. It doesn't mean the entity of Toys R Us is coming back. It just means the brand name of Toys R Us is going to be used by another corporation. Essentially, that's all it's going to be. Rush McGann says, "Miss. Don't care for the outdated look of Falcon," which is fine, absolutely fine. And that's why it is good that Legends do eventually get round to doing different versions of characters, because we always selfishly think what we think is what everyone else thinks, and what everyone else shares that same opinion, which isn't always the case. Like, by the way, I love that modern Falcon. No regrets on buying it at all. But if this guy came
100%.
out, if I had to pick between the two, I'd pick this one first, just because it's my mind's eye of comic Falcon, personally. SRG118 says classic Falcon would be perfect. Heroes Return Armor Iron Man, US Agent Classic, Scarlet Witch, Safari Jacket Wonder Man, the Eric Masterson Thor would all be cool retro figures too. Yeah, great picks. All figures that we've talked about before on other streams. Will some of them make today's list? Stick around and we'll find out, because let's get into the next one now. Is Quicksilver. So again, not a character again that needs much of an introduction. Of course, it's Pedro Maximoff, and you're probably thinking, Dan, that Family Matters 3-pack came out not long ago, right? We've already got comic Quicksilver. He came in the blue. However, when that figure got released in the blue, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I wish he was in the green." Okay, and we all know Hasbro love a little repaint. So how about this retro repaint? In the classic green, whack the retro card, give us some interchangeable heads so you got something different in there. Easy. Layup. Easy money for Hasbro. I do think at some point we will get this green card, and if they do put it out, it has to be in a box set on this retro card. It just makes so much sense. So would you buy the green Quicksilver? Like, which is your comic mind eye of Quicksilver, blue or green? And in the comments, play this game as well. Put a little blue or green emoji, depending on what your preference is for the Quicksilver on your display. Blue or green? Blue or green? Brandon, what you saying? Blue or green?
I'm blue, personally.
Yeah.
I love that blue.
Me too. I'm blue, I think, as well. I'm putting some blue emojis in that chat. I'm blue. I don't know why, but when I think Quicksilver, I think blue. But a lot of other people think green. And I do think that opinion's 50-50. Amanda's messaging me about Teddy still. She's very concerned. She said he's eating his pillow. I'll go and get him. He'll be all right. He'll be all right for another 10 minutes. I'll go and grab him. And if he takes a shit on the floor, I won't be happy about it. So Rich M prefers the green. That's fine. Well, if Rich wants green Quicksilver, then I want green.
We all want green.
We all want green Quicksilver. Jamie says hit. Hit can't see. I can see it happening sooner rather than later. Yeah, you're not wrong, Jamie. You're not wrong. So Javiman's blue. Jason's blue. Lizzie's like yes, but I wow my name. Love that fam. Is she talking to someone else? I don't know. I can't remember. But blue hearts. Jamie with the blue. A lot of blues. Oh, Pogo's got blue and green. Come on now, Pogo. That's cheating. But that's fine. Kev's Collectible says miss already. We have one in the free pack. Wow, that is the look from the Evil X. Miss hit. Oh, I prefer blue. Yeah, that's the whole point, Kev's Collectibles. But options. We love options. If you like the green Quicksilver, then this is here for you. If you already have the blue one and this came out in a retro card, you can think, do you know what? Not for me, and that's all good. But you could put one in your Masters of Evil display with the mutants, and then you could have one in an Avengers display. Like, I've just give you a reason to buy two Quicksilvers in both colours. That's what I'd do. I'd have a Quicksilver on my Avengers display, and I'd have a Quicksilver on my Masters of Evil display with Scarlet Witch and Magneto. That's what I would do. But it seems like blue outwin that one, A lot more blue. King Bubble Shark with the little blue freeze face, but I know what you're talking about. Matt with a blue. Oh, a few greens. Richard Moore says green. CJ says green. Double D. Oh, I'm blue. Double D. Okay, sorry, your boys got toys. I got lost for a minute. I get what you're saying. I'm blue. That's the problem with me reading. Listen up, here's my story about a little guy that in a blue world.
Oh, fun fact. Name that movie. What movie is that from?
Iron Man 3.
Yes, correct. Okay, should we move on?
See how quick that was.
That was very good.
Yeah, I was about to do the whole rap, so you're lucky. We should probably move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so tell us about this one. Talking about green.
Cersei. The classic look for the Eternal Cersei, first appearing in Eternals number 3 in 1976. She joined the Avengers in 314 in 1990, issue 314. She originally fancied Captain America, but she actually found that she liked being a superhero, so she moved on from being with Cap to being with Black Knight, aka Kit Harington, in the new film. Despite being an Eternal, she's not hidden from society like the rest of the Eternals. Over the years, she's constantly involved herself with humanity. She's never had a Legend figure. We know that she's getting an MCU figure soon because, let's face it, she's top billing on the cast. She must be getting a figure. Rich says, if you like the look of that, you better go and watch the Leading Lady stream from show number 48.
Yes.
Of her black and red look from the 90s.
I do think this character, if you're not a big fan of the comics, this character is going to be like the MCU. What the MCU does, it brings awareness to these deep cut characters and puts them more in pop culture. So I do think that is it Gemma Chan is going to be playing Cersei in Eternals. So I do
Gemma
think
Chan, yeah. Ryan is in the chat.
I've
Ryan
just
said,
yeah, go on.
Hawkeye Sky Cycle on oversized blister card. Nah.
We mentioned earlier, as I said, I was clueless. My screen was really small, so I didn't see Ryan taking out that Hawkeye. But yeah, he's consistently teasing everybody with that bloody Hawkeye.
Cowboy Collector. Wait, hold on. Cowboy Collector says, Ryan, you should wear those shades on every stream here on out.
Yeah. Ryan, please never release that Hawkeye figure. Just always keep it on your display. Always keep it there, but just never release it. Just because I've seen literally random Facebook posts of people that don't know me, who don't talk about me, with screenshots of my interview with him, with like circles around him grabbing the Hawkeye, going, the Hawkeye's revealed. The Hawkeye's going to be revealed. That was a tease for the Hawkeye. Dan didn't notice the Hawkeye. I'm like, come on, if you're really into this, the Hawkeye is a deep cut. It's a deep cut. Ryan's been teasing this guy for ages, and it's never coming out. That's the joke. Or is it? No one knows. Ryan, no one knows.
Who knows? Who knows?
Ryan, if we do ever get that Sky Cycle, please let Rectangular have the world exclusive reveal. Has to be Rectangular. Give it Todd. He'd have it. Okay. Next
Cersei,
up.
yes.
Cersei,
yes. Next up is.
First of all, would you like the comic classic Cersei on this card?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I think I would as well. If you're a fan of the female Marvel Legends, Stream 48 was all about the leading ladies. One of Richie's favourites. Go and check it out. Go and check it out. Next up, and Ryan, while you're here, this one sort of is a layup, and it must happen. It is, of course,
on a new body,
US Agent. So John Walker himself. So Rich has put probably the most wanted retro Avengers figure. And remember, Rich actually does his own sort of. You're in marketing, Brandon. What's it called when you go and do your market research? Market research with the audience, yeah. So Rich does his own
customer feedback.
Yeah. So Rich does this on Instagram weekly, and he says this was the most popular choice for a retro carded figure. I do think the Falcon and Winter Soldier may have helped that, but even without that show, people wanted a new version of this guy. The most wanted Avengers figure, and it's an easy repaint, says Rich. The John Walker US Agent last had a legend in 2013, and I reckon he's on my shelf somewhere. There you go. I can literally grab him. He's in grabbing distance. I don't like pulling figures off my shelf, but here he is.
Ryan said, I think it was to giving someone the worldwide exclusive reveal, said, sorry, who?
Yeah, that probably would never happen. Poor Todd. But yeah, US Agent, there you go. This is the last time we had US Agent. Definitely worthy of an upgrade. He is on the way back Bucky Cap body, way back when. Definitely worthy of an upgrade. Epic Heroes line is so long. That was when it was last released, the Epic Heroes line. So long overdue. Joining the Avengers and West Coast Avengers issue 44. Walker has long been a standing member and sometimes an antagonist to the team, and would be great in Legends figure form to fit in your West Coast shelf. So I'm sure this is a massive hit for you, Brandon. A new US Agent.
Definitely.
What body would you want him on then? What Legends body?
Red Skull.
Oh, the
new Red Skull Dormammu.
The jumpsuit.
Unless we get, because the thing is, I don't know if they would have to resculpt the torso, because of the lines across the torso. But personally, I really want to start seeing, US Agent, Captain America style figures with butterfly joints. So that would require like a new body. But I don't know if, butterfly joints, pinless joints. I don't know if I'm asking too much.
This Epic Heroes guy is still on the shelf for now. Still on the shelf for now.
Yeah, he's great. Is it? Oh no, it's not even Bucky Cap, is it? Is it Bucky Cap legs and arms but different torso? Yeah, or is it Bucky Cap?
It's Bucky Cap. It's just the boots and the gloves put you off, but it's Bucky Cap.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It is Bucky Cap. It's the boots and the legs are just different, but he's got the pirate boots on. But at least this one has the correct lines on the chest. All right, accurate lines on the chest.
There's concept art, they can't be
I'm joking. I
know. King Bubble Shark makes a good point. West Coast Avengers box set would be cool.
There you go. Yeah, that's easy. Okay. A lot of hits for that. Okay, next up then, another one. You've got a pretty good lineup with these. To be fair, these are working out pretty good for you, because next up is, of course,
yes, Captain Marvel, aka Monica Rambeau. So we did get Monica Rambeau in the A-Force box set, which, Ryan, if you're still here, please update that modern Monica Rambeau in an Ultimates box set. She needs the double jointed pinless treatment. But if you get to this one first, we would happily take it. She debuted in Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 16. She found her place in the Marvel Universe as a long-standing member of the 1980s Avengers, even serving as their team leader. So this is her classic Captain Marvel costume with the winged sleeves.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this would be great. I would take it for sure.
Because this version that we got in the A-Force box set is the Photon version, I believe. Is it Photon?
Yeah. Something like that.
So the Captain Marvel look that we see on the Rich's card there is her classic. It's her first look.
And just because Irrelevant Hulk said what I was thinking, Blue Marvel, please. Blue Marvel and Monica, please.
Yeah,
please.
Yep.
Please.
But with the Galactus,
one more time, please.
With Galactus coming out, do you not think it's a perfect time to release some Ultimates figures?
You know what I was thinking? Just because I was daydreaming, but I thought, what if next year's Walgreens program was going to be the four main Ultimates?
Could be,
because they only do 4.
Ryan did confirm it's a brand new theme.
So good.
Brand new theme. So it's not X-Men. It's not Fantastic Four. It's not Cosmic.
Ryan said those sleeves are complicated engineering. Could it be like? Could it be similar? Oh no, I was going to say, could it be similar to White Suit Storm's 90s retro White Suit Storm? But the sleeves are different, aren't they?
Yeah, that would be.
You know what that reminds me of? It's like Benji.
Yeah, these sleeves would be a little bit awkward. I'm not going to lie. I can understand.
In which case, let's just go for modern Monica. Let's do it. Let's go for a redo on that Frankie Ray Nova body. Hell yeah.
Anyway, a lot of hits for this. As I said, a lot of hits for this. But I do think a few people have already mentioned this next one, and I do think this next one's going to be just as hitty. Hitty, is that a word we use around here? Probably not.
Take the next 2, by the way, because I want to take the one after the next 2.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I'll do that. So next up is, of course, Simon Williams, relation to me, of course.
This.
Of course. He's in the family tree somewhere, I'm sure. Obviously, repping the W on his chest, so I'm a big fan of Wonder Man. I actually like the Wonder Man we already have. But I would also like many other versions of Wonder Man because he has different looks. But yeah, superstar actor Simon Williams joined the Avengers in issue 194 in 1980. Although he has had probably a preliminary member since the late 70s, the ironically charged hero Simon last had a legend in the 2016 Abomination wave, where he replaced Tigra. So in Rich's notes, people, like, Rich is a real super producer. Like, these are Rich's notes. He's not happy that, and if the rumors are true, I'm assuming Ryan could probably confirm if this rumor is true. Is it true that Wonder Man replaced Tigra in that Abominations wave in 2016? Because Rich is not happy about it. There's a lot of exclamation marks on this note.
In big caps as well.
Yeah, he said,
but listen, Rich, everything happens for a reason, bro. Look at what we have now for it. Also, I just wanted to make a point. Shout out to all of the pages of comics that Rich had to scour to find the logos for Stingray and Cersei.
Oh wow, yeah, of course.
It was a lot.
Oh, because...
a lot. But yes, this is a big hit from me. Toy Biz one was great. I love that 2016.
He comes on. He's in the Toy Biz Riders wave as well. He comes out on some
I think
rider
so.
Thing. Yeah,
and he had a variant as well, right? With the translucent one that was fully translucent.
Yeah. We don't need the Wonder Man Riders wave, by the way. That, if in case Ryan's listening, we don't need that. All right, just we'll take Wonder Man on this retro card. Give us a couple of interchangeable heads. Give us his jacket if you want to. You can do a plastic jacket like some of the legends. But obviously, and just to finish off, Rich says, thankfully, Tiger has already had a retro carded figure revealed, so I would allow Wonder Man a second chance on this retro card. So a few when we were talking about this retro stuff, a lot of people were from the get-go saying they'd like Wonder Man on this retro card, and I do think, as I said, retro is the perfect place for like a little repaint or an upgrade or a different head or something. So I do think they could make this happen.
Would be good.
I'll take the next one as well. So it is Justice. So the former member of the New Warriors, and New Warriors is another team that we need completing in Legends form. Still a lot of others like Speedball, etc. But today, Justice was a former Avenger. So Justice was called up to the main Avengers roster at the beginning of the, I can't read these names, Kurt
Busiek and George Perez.
There you go. Thank you. I would have just said good old Kirk and George. Anyway, he was called up to the beginning of the roster, the good old Kirk and George's legendary Avengers run with his then girlfriend Firestar, which we already have on our shelves. He says Vance has had many aliases over the years, from Marvel Boy or even his alternative future self, Major Victory. That reminds me of Encore. Victory! Guardians of the Galaxy, but his Avengers costume is probably his most iconic look, calling back all the other costumes in one sleek design with the big blue cape. Has never had a Legends figure, who doesn't need one, doesn't need more new Warriors on their shelf. That's obviously an irrelevant question because everyone wants more new Warriors. No will be sent an ugly Sue Storm head in the post. So if Rich is saying, if anyone disagrees with this, that we don't need more new Warriors figures, you're going to be sent an ugly Sue Storm head in the post. But yeah, I'd take this for new Warriors or Avengers display. I definitely would rather a character like this be in a complete new Warriors display for me personally. Not someone I'd clamour to of thinking, oh, main Avenger. But he was there. He was there, people. Let's have a look at the chat. I'm curious what people think to characters like this. Rich is saying Hit, the best team. Eric Stream is saying Hit. Pogo saying Marvel Boy or Justice is Hit. Tony Collector saying Hit. King Bubble Shark, great name by the way, King Bubble Shark. He says Dark Avengers, Marvel Boy. SRJ118 says I'd love to see a scaly chainmail suit of Captain America's body. On the John Bryans, I'd love a cap. Yeah, there. Jason Lopez has hit. Sorry, SRJ, but I'm trying to find the Justice hit or misses. Jason Lopez has hit with that. CJ with a hit. Cowboy Collector says Firestar and Justice are just the original Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Try and change my mind. I can imagine Cowboy Collector sitting at one of those tables with that sign out, and he's sitting up with drinking his coffee. Go and change my mind.
Change my mind.
Yeah. Rusher McGowan says, technically, we have him in his future Guardian of the Galaxy look. Hit, though. Kev Collectible says, who? Skip, miss. CJ Hess says, hit. Brian says, I would love to see Cap Golden Age on that body. I'm smiling, yeah. That's a great body that I'm sure we'll see again. Nathan with a super chat real quick.
Nathan Tolan donated £5.
Thank you, Nathan.
Apologies for missing the stream. Here's some compensation, winking face.
I appreciate that. Imagine if everyone paid compensation for missing a stream. How many people are on the planet, Brandon?
Yeah.
Several billion?
7 billion.
There you go. Now I can buy all these legends, no problem. But thank you very much, Nathan. Unnecessary, but I appreciate you. You know I do. I appreciate the compensation. Your boy's got toys. This is a miss. First miss of the stream. Sorry, Rich. You nearly had a home run from your boys got toys there, Rich. Nearly got your boys got a home run. I'm sure this next one, however, will be a home run. So again, we're talking about characters on the retro card. Who wouldn't want this guy on the retro card?
Yes, let's go for it. This is just a must. So one of my favorites, one of my earliest Hasbro legends was the SDCC Thunderbolts Luke Cage. My brother was coming over from Orlando, and I got it shipped to him. And I remember that morning when he arrived, right? Like, he was walking through the airport, and the first thing I said to him was, "Did you bring Luke?" So this is it needs to happen. Upgraded body, that beefier body, hopefully pinless if we get the chance to do it. Hopefully with the new neck system as well. I would love this one to just be all out. So Luke joined the Avengers team in New Avengers #3 in the Bendis relaunch back in 2005. We've seen him in loads of costumes over the years, casual t-shirts, yellow, black, all the rest of it with jeans. But when he was leading the Thunderbolts, he also led his own team of Avengers in Mighty Avengers, and it was the yellow t-shirt look that became his normal look. So we've had it in the SDCC box set. We had it in the Defenders comic box set I think he's wearing in the SDCC box set he's got the black with like the big boots, and then I think for the
doesn't one have the gauntlets and one doesn't?
Yeah, one has the gauntlets, and then the Defenders box set doesn't have the gauntlets.
No, the Defenders box set does have the gauntlets because that's the one I've got on the shelf, and he's got the gauntlets on. If I'm right, I could be wrong, but maybe they both have the gauntlets. I can't remember. I've only got the Defenders box set one.
Oh, I think I'm trying to remember. It's so annoying when usually I would just turn around. But
basically, the reason why Luke Cage is such a good figure to put on this retro card. Currently, the only way to get Luke Cage is via box sets, which are pricey.
Yeah.
And Luke Cage is one of those recognizable characters where you may just want him for your shelf, regardless of who he's in a box set with. So he's been in the Thunderbolts box set where he had the Thunderbolt logo on him as well, and then of course re-released in that Defenders box set, which is a great box set. However, let's give Luke Cage a bit of solo love, and the retro wave is a perfect 100%. Place to do that.
And I would buy 3. Dan buys 2 of every Spidey. I would buy 3.
Yeah.
3, maybe 4, one to sleep with at night. Anyway, Rich says a single carded updated look on a pinless body would make a lot of people happy. Mostly Brandon. Yes, I'll be happy for all of us, I promise.
A lot of people will be happy with you because there's a lot of hits in this chat. Shout out Mini Plastic Multiverse. Tom's joined us late. I appreciate Tom. He said that he couldn't watch the first half of the stream, and he messaged me on Instagram to say that. And I'm like, Tom, this is why I love you, my friend. So thank you very much, Tom, for joining in late. Hopefully Legends and Liquor will be able to chop it up and talk some toys this weekend. But yeah, he says hello, but Eric Stream, CJ, and JC all say hit. King Bubble Shark is saying hit. Damien hit. Massive hit, says Jason Lopez. Kev's Collectibles says hit. Give it to me. Tony Collectibles says hit. Cameron Morritt, massive hit. Jamie says hit. Cameron Morritt says we need the Bendis New Avengers era Luke Cage 2. Of course, we take all Luke Cages, but give us this iconic mind's eye look on the retro card, and that would make us very happy. Pogo says, shouldn't retro Luke have his headband hit? I guess technically if you want retro, but we're just talking selfishly what version of Luke Cage would we want on a retro card. This is the version of Luke Cage we'd selfishly want on a retro card. But you're not wrong. The headband, the old school baggy top type deep cut V-look, I guess that is your more classic costume, but not the most iconic Luke Cage look in my opinion. I do think over the years this look 100%. Has sort of overtook that as the iconic look. But Mini Plastic Multiverse has hit on this one. Radium says hit. Agree. Oh, okay. Now they're talking about Defenders and Daredevil. But great. Okay, so we got a couple more. Brandon, I'll take this one, but I'm sure this is one that you'll be absolutely. A fan of.
Yes.
So this one is an interesting one because it's a bit of a twofer. And these two could have, well, one of them's definitely got relevance to the MCU. The other one is going to have sooner rather than later, I would assume.
Yes, absolutely.
But it is...
Wait, go solo for a second. I just need to get my charger.
Not a problem. Wait, I'm so used to not going image on my own, but I've got one. Do you know what? I'll go image only for now. There you go. All good. Run away. Okay, Ronan. So I'll read what Rich has put. So of course, if you couldn't tell, there's 3 heads. This is like a nice little way to get some interchangeable heads here. So this is what Rich has put. With the upcoming Hawkeye Disney Plus series and the starring roles for 2 of the masked Ronin bearers, would be the perfect time to release this new comic-based Ronin figure. Ronin last had a comic book figure in 2008 as part of the 2-pack series, one coming with Elektra and one coming with a scroll. But modern update with alternative heads of Clint Barton and Maya Lopez, aka Echo, and Echo may even be getting her own Disney Plus series, would look great on any shelf. And if you want to go all out, chuck the Red Guardian, LMD and Blade head in there too to cover all Ronins. So of course Ronin is one of those character names and aliases and mantles that many people have took on, but the 2 most memorable people that people associate with the character of Ronin is of course Lopez and Hawkeye, or Maya Lopez and Hawkeye, aka Echo and Hawkeye essentially. So give us a comic updated Ronin with the 2 head sculpts. That'd be a I don't think you'd get all of these accessories in a retro, but it's our wish list. We can pretend that they do.
Fun fact: I've got the first appearance comic of these two.
No, of Hawkeye, or you want about Echo and Ronan?
Yeah, sorry, as Echo. As I think I want to say it's New Avengers 7, something like that. But it's basically her on the cover, and she's like jumping down, kind of. And then I think issue 9 maybe is where it's him. It's Clint in the suit, and he's on the cover, like about to fight some ninjas or something. I think I can't remember.
If this is the way they released it, right? We got a retro card Ronan with 2 interchangeable heads. Would you have to buy 3, or would you buy 4 to keep one on card?
I would buy 3. So I would go 3, and I would have I go 3, 2 with the 2 both with their unmasked heads is how I would display them, and then 1 to keep on card. I wouldn't get 3.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get 3 for all 3 heads. I would get 2 for the 2 characters, and then 1 to keep on card.
That sounds a good way to go, especially for our bank accounts. But still, they got us for free, so we lose anyway, so it doesn't matter. But but still, it's just a wish list, people. Just a wish list. But again, it's an interesting choice for a retro card. I would assume it's more likely to see Ronan in a Build-A-Figure wave. Maybe sometimes, depending on the Build-A-Figure size, more opportunity for accessories. But yeah, if you're going to give us Ronan, let's go all out. Let's give us the interchangeable head for Ronan as well. And yeah, as I said, we've got the MCU Ronan. And if you've brought that two-pack with the Hawkeye, you've got that updated Hawkeye head to pop on there. I think I display my Hawkeye Ronan with the hood and mask on. And then I have my quantum suit, inaccurate quantum suit, unfortunately, but I have the quantum suit Ronan and Hawkeye and Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson. May never be in a Marvel film again.
I know it's unlikely, but could you imagine? Well, I don't know if it is unlikely. I'm just thinking out loud. But could you imagine if we got if a potential con exclusive Infinity Saga item was repainted quantum suits? Yeah. At first I was gonna say like a big 8 or 10 pack of all of them, but then I just realized that they could easily do what they did before and do the main bodies, and then you just buy multiples.
I would 100%. I would love to have that, because the grey ones, it just needs a repaint. Yeah. And I've seen lots of clever customizers repaint them, and don't get me wrong, they look great. But I'm just not that. I just can't customize. I'm just not gonna. So no. I would much prefer an official release.
Yeah, me too. Because especially when you're repainting the entire body like that, it can just get, unless you're like super talented, it can get real messy real quick.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Beautiful. Last one, people. This is number 15 of our retro list. And after this, you can give us your favourite, all right? So start thinking about it. Which is your favourite we've shown so far? Or do you have any other suggestions? Start thinking about it, type it in, and we'll pick it up. But this last one...
And a great point with this is if you go and watch the Hasbro Legends team interviews this week, I'm pretty sure this guy gets mentioned on about 2 or 3 by Dwight.
Interesting, okay.
Right? I think if I'm thinking of the right person... I'm pretty sure if I'm thinking of the right person. So this is Robbie, the right person's in the right character. So this is Robbie Reyes, the newest Ghost Rider.
Oh, he mentioned it in mine, I think.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he's the newest official member of the Avengers, joining the team in July 2018 in Avengers Volume 8, Issue 1. Unlike his predecessors, though, Robbie has forgone a motorcycle. He's gone with a Dodge Charge instead, which he calls the Hell Charge, that he uses to battle the supernatural forces of the Marvel Universe. So while the right away Robbie may be a long shot, a single-packed modern Ghost Rider with his flaming head and chains would be a welcome addition to any toy shop.
Now, I love this suggestion from Rich, and I'm sure the reason he's on this list is because a lot of people were messaging him, telling that exactly that. Now, I can tell this is a sought-after character, but this is our wish list, people, so let's just take a breath and think about it, right? Dwight, in our interview, confirmed that they're starting to speculate over HasLabs, and we've already heard in the past that the HasLab isn't always going to be such a high price point. It can fluctuate. So let me just put this on the table, and again, we're just speculating. Let's say £150 Howl Charger and Robbie Reyes and Howl Charger HasLab. Say 150, but it's a decent Howl Charger with a 6-inch Robbie. Would you go for something like that?
No.
No? Well, okay, you wouldn't. How about you, chat? Would you go for something like that? I do think that would be a very popular item, to be fair.
No, I agree. It just wouldn't be. It just maybe I would end up getting it because FOMO.
Got to support the cause, especially if it's a HasLab. I've got to support
the cause. Yeah.
But no, I do think if we're gonna get this character on the shelf, right, just like we have with the previous Ghost Rider, you need him. Like, these characters are synonymous with their vehicles. Like, this, how you picture them, it's how you know them. So I do think we're gonna need Robbie. If we have him in figure form, we need the Howl Charger. It's going to be hard to display, but I'm sure it'd be a great display piece. ACBA would be amazing. There's potential there for, I don't know, for the tools to be reissued, and maybe you could get yourself a shield car, do you know, where the wheels turn, and you could have a shield car with a comic Nick Fury or whatever, or an MCU one with Nick Coulson and what did he call his car? Lucy or something like that. But either way, so. Hasbro. We've got bikes, we've got scooters. Let's go one step further. Let's go for a Howl Charger, and then after that, we'll go for a Punisher van, and then after that, we'll go for a Quinjet, and after that, we'll go for the Helicarrier, and then after that,
then I'll come back down to Earth.
Yeah. And then after that, I'll be on the street with my living in my Helicarrier, selling my Robbie Reyes and Howl Charger for food. Until then, I will eat this sandwich. This delicious air sandwich.
Yes, absolutely.
Air. Delicious.
Dan loves his air sandwiches.
It's the only way I can afford all these toys. The golden age. Golden age. Lola, not Lucy. Lola was the card's name. Bring on Jarvis with the big mug of hair, meat and vacuum cleaner house and wand attachment. Phil, I know you're joking, but I'd buy it. And that's why I eat air sandwiches every day. I'd go for the Howl Charger and Ghost Rider. Okay, let me just scroll back up and see what the original hits were, because there are a lot of hits. How Yes hit. Jamie with a hit. Jason Lopez. How Yeah. Tony Collector hit. Phil Yes hit. Brian was the hit. Your boy's got toys. I thought he mentioned Danny Ketch. He did mention Danny Ketch. He did. But this guy in the Howl Charger has definitely been mentioned in the past also. But you're right. Dwight did mention Danny Ketch. Cowboy Collector says, how are you going to fit a card on a retro card? It's true, you wouldn't fit the card on there, unless it was a big blister, but probably not. But you could put the figure on there. He said, I'll wait for the regular Danny Ketch. Pickles Go Rotten says hit. Howfire hit. I like what you said there, Jason. Rich M says hit. He mentioned Danny Ketch, the best Ghost Rider. So yeah, I think people are referring to your comment about Dwight mentioning this a few times. And he mentioned, but he has mentioned Robbie Reyes in the past. That's not not breaking news. He has mentioned the Howl Charger in the past, but you're right. Danny Ketch is probably a popular choice at the moment as well. But Marcus Yee says huge hit. Mini Plastic Multiverse with a hit. Inquisitive Mind says a Jack of Hearts would have been great. So yeah, Jack of Hearts isn't on our list today, but you're right. He would be a great choice for a retro Avengers character on this thing. Your boy's got a toy says Miss. Can't endorse a Dodge. Pogo says, oh snap, Robbie Ghost Rider, a total hit. Kev's Collectible says, next week a retro villains wave, no heroes, only villains. Well, maybe that's why there was only heroes on this list to a certain extent. Maybe we're one step ahead of you, Kev. But next week we will be capping the Marvel Legends live stream. So no wish list next week.
Is that everything then?
And then the week after that we'll be doing the Simpsons wish list of Simpsons versions and characters. That's going to happen. I don't care. Like, it's going to happen.
We actually should do. I'm actually 100% behind that.
Yeah, that's going to happen. A Simpsons, what characters, what versions? But we'll wait for the official release of Super 7. And Super 7, you want to do some business, hit me up. I'll talk about Simpsons. But IG Toy Hunter says all day on a Robbie. How you doing, IG? Hope you're good. Mark Tat, of course, he said hit. Omar says don't forget about Teddy Powell. Okay, right. Let me go and get Teddy. Brandon, you pick out some chats. I'm gonna get Teddy. If he shits on me, all right. US super chat and pay for the cleaning bill. And if he eats one of my Marvel Legends, you best super chat and play for the cleaning bill, the replacement bill. Absolutely. Because this is going to be dangerous, all right? So the chat's all yours. I'll be back.
Yes, and then wait. Okay, can't hear me. Okay, let's see what we got. So my personal picks would be Luke Cage, And who else? Would be Luke Cage, Monica. Actually, no, I'm not going to go with Monica because I would rather a thing version, a new modern version instead. So let's see. I'm going to go with definitely. I'm going to go Cersei, Luke Cage, and Falcon as my top three, I think, with Yellow Jacket as a close fourth. So let's see who else we got. So, Kev's Collectibles said, give us both Robbie and Johnny on the retro
It's
card.
going to be a massive fail.
SRG 118 says, what about a retro Spider-Man wish list since Spidey's 60th anniversary is next year? Hopefully we will get I would love to see like a deluxe Spider-Man with like new body, that new body, but pinless arms, pinless legs, new neck system that they have. Oh, look at him. Cutie.
Teddy, look at the camera, mate. The crowd want to see it. Oh, he's shy. He's shy. He's shy. But yeah, here's Teddy. Here he is. That's Teddy.
Many plastic multiverses.
So
I thought the dog wasn't allowed in the collection.
That's why I'm holding. Do you not notice I'm holding on to him tight, even though he's wiggling away? Like, here he is.
I would love to see what he does if you just put him down for a minute.
Okay, Teddy. Let's see if you eat anything. If he does, Brandon, you're sending me yours. What you doing, Teddy? There's Hydra soldiers on the floor. If he puts one in his mouth. No, he's wondering. He's all right. He's all right. That's what I quite like about Teddy. He's not like chewing things and ruining like furniture.
No,
Do you know? He's
just nice,
content. He's
chill temperament.
He does shit everywhere though, but at least he doesn't chew things. Don't take a shit in here, Teddy. If everything stinks,
yes.
He's checking them out. I don't know if you can see. He's having a wander. Oh, he's gone. No, he's here. He's at my feet anyway. Teddy, just chill. Okay, so he's here, people. He's all right. He's happy now. He's sitting. He's good. He's all right. Anyone say anything interesting, Brandon?
Yes, just we were talking about Robbie Reyes had some hits. A new retro card at Spider-Man. I said we could go deluxe. So red and black costume Wasp said the SRG, and then it all goes straight into Teddy.
So let's go back to. I hope everyone's being nice about Teddy, by the way.
No, they were. Yeah, they're saying Teddy stream.
Do you know what?
Dan, you got your lockjaw right there.
I've never had pets before, right? My parents didn't like them, so I never had pets. But Amanda always had a dog, so I knew eventually we'd get a dog. But I didn't have that burning desire to get a pet or anything. But I wasn't against it either. So I thought like I wouldn't be bothered when I leave him on his own or I go to work or anything like that. But like I feel so bad when I leave him and like he looks at me and I'm like, oh poor Teddy. So like I'm a sucker. I'm a bright little sucker. He's just lying on the floor. He's just happy to be here. He was just sad being on his own. If you were going to behave like this the whole time, you could have stayed. You could have been here for the whole stream.
I told you. What did I tell you at the beginning?
Nah, it's 2 hours. Okay. You would have definitely shit.
I'm gonna have to run because I'm getting phone calls.
Oh, good. Well, you disappear and I'll wrap up the stream.
So
I'll wrap up the stream. All right. So people say hello. Brandon, tell people where they can find you and get gone, my friend.
Yes, guys. As always, Hero Collections. Dan, it was a pleasure doing retro. Hopefully by this time next week,
we'll have something fun to talk about. Yeah, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty
something
good.
Very fun. Which is just a stream, right?
Maybe something else.
Maybe something else. We'll see how it goes. So yes, and hopefully I will be back in the collection room. Hopefully all the family would have cleared out by then. So it will be
people that were fans of the kitchen. We thought you were starting off your new cooking with Brandon.
That's true. Yes, yeah. And there's red milk in the fridge.
Oh no! Get out of there! Go now!
No,
Close the stream. Go.
Okay.
Pour that milk down the drain before you go as well. Bye bye.
Yeah, I will do. Bye.
Bye. Okay, beautiful. Brandon's got. Oh, Teddy, where you going? Oh, bloody! I shit myself. Then he wasn't there. He's behind me. All right, Teddy, be careful of those mint on card turtles over there. All right, I'm scared. You're just scaring me now with the dog in the chat. Right, okay, people. Let me just wrap up. You know the score. Thank you to Rich M, super producer Rich M. And when I say super producer, not only does he do the graphics, look, these are actual notes. Like this is what I mean. Like, this is how I sound clever. It's because of super producer Rich M. So massive shout out to him. If you haven't already, please go and check out my interview with the Marvel team. Massive shout out to Dan, Ryan, and Dwight. The Marvel interview is on the channel right now. So go and check that out. Leave a nice comment. It is much appreciated. As I said, we've got a small channel over here, but the community we're building is always fun. And let me just do some housekeeping before we get out of here, because as I said, if you become a channel member this week, you can be on the stream this week. It's as simple as that. If you hit that join button, you can literally come and join us on Legends and Liquor this week. And this week, there should be lots to talk about as well. Lots of news has been happening in the last fortnight. Plenty to talk about. So yeah, Legends and Liquor is a stream where I get together with my channel members and just chop it up and talk some toys. You don't actually have to drink alcohol. You can just watch me have a cider, essentially. Or you can join me for a drink. As I said, I'm in a good mood because I'm off next week and I'm going away for a little bit. So it should be a good week. It should be a good week for the channel as well. But I won't say anything more. Just as I said, stick around, hit that subscribe button. You can't join in the chat unless you're a subscriber as well. But yeah, thank you to Brandon, thank you to Rich, thank you to all you guys, as always, for supporting the channel. As I said, I'm like 4 subscribers off hitting 13,000, so that would be nice to hit 13,000 before I go to bed. So tell a friend, tell your sister, tell your mother, tell your nan. If your nan a Marvel Legends fan, get her involved in the channel. Teddy's now just lying on the floor. He's not eating any figures. That's great. That's good to news. Make sure I don't run over your tail, Teddy. Yeah, I look forward to more reviews. I have got more reviews coming out on the channel this week as well. Duck Racing, Legend, of course. I should mention Duck Racing. Duck Races, of course, continue the World Duck League, whatever I called it, happening Sunday. Go and check out Legends and Liquor if you know what I'm talking about. It's this stream, but it's less formal, so no wish lists. It's basically just talking about whatever we want, whether it's red milk, racing ducks, or Marvel Legends, whatever you want to talk about. But I appreciate you all. As I said, tell a friend. And if you're watching this on a replay, thank you very much. I always appreciate people messaging me saying they're watching the replay. And again, thank you to Hero_of_collectors for the minifigs. I will post them on Instagram as well. And yeah, thank you to everyone for getting involved in the hit and miss, all that good stuff. And yeah, if you're watching the replay, hit one of the buttons on the screen right now. Hit one of the buttons, go and watch another video. And yeah, much appreciated. Teddy, do you want to do an awkward wave? No, he's lying down and I don't want to disturb him, so I'll just do the awkward wave myself, all right? So I appreciate you. As I said, if you're watching on the replay, hit one of these videos that are appearing on the screen right now, all right? I appreciate it. I'm just glad the stream didn't crash this week. I might have to carry on the pictures in this new web format, but it's fine. It's fine. The web works. Simpsons Ultimates as well. That's pretty crazy as well, isn't it? Theme, Marvel Legends, more Marvel Legends revealed next week. So many pre-orders, people. It's crazy, isn't it? It's great times, though. Golden Age. Golden Age. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He's just chilling, looking at the lights. He's looking at the collection going, Dan, that is an epic collection. I'm just going to sit here and look. Carry on, mate. Just don't shit.